We had a little public service announcement. Welcome to It's 420 Somewhere.
Yo.
I'm your host, Christopher Methuen. We have a special guest. Myself and Pat have a special guest. Buff Daddy Sneaks is here. I didn't introduce Pat from Amesbury because I'm an idiot, but Pat from Amesbury is always here.
Everyone knows who I am.
We've had a fun week so far. I'd like to start off the show by kind of bashing Fitz a little bit. Bobby Fitz, who went on Minna Fandom or whatever they call that show, and neglected to mention the show that he has been on quite a bit.
We brought him on. He wasn't an original member of the show. We brought him in, gave him a home, and he didn't give us a plug.
Didn't shout you out at all. That's kind of dirty.
It's a little hurtful, to be honest. Really sucks. Keeps babbling that he's going to make it up by wearing some shirt that we don't have.
Yeah, I tried to ask him about that.
So, and no one watches. They'll listen to Montante. No one really, I don't think, really watches. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Montante can clarify that for us. But I think the majority of us, we listen to his show, so it doesn't matter if he's wearing a Rice Bucket shirt. Maybe the right thing should have been, hey, I'll plug you guys a few times on Montante's show. But I don't know. I mean, he's lived a long life so far, so we know not all the wires are crossed. As it is for all of us, you know. Not all of us have our wires connected the right way.
Yeah. So then he went on to further dig himself a hole by insinuating that our esteemed co-host here, happily married man, might be something less than that when he's trying to, in fact, go after that person. It's kind of sad. You try to make yourself look good at the expense of someone else. I don't get it myself.
I don't see it.
You do hate to see it. I haven't known anyone to act that way since I got out of high school, and that was like 30 years ago.
Right.
Out of his mind.
About 21 myself. It's been quite some time.
You know? And Fitzy claims he's 48. He looks like Freddy Krueger's granddad.
Well,
so, I mean, I think he's lying about his age there. I think he's a little older than that. You think he's your age?
I said Fitzy's still my ace.
Oh, still your ace.
Irish guy's got to stick together even though he's trying to bury me.
I mean, that's tough. That is tough. What else was it? Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about was the success of our first ever wrestling show, which doesn't actually have a real name. It's just WM3 at the moment. We could come up with a real name for it at some point if we want. But it was the second highest rated show on the network this week. It was a success, I thought. As I'm known to do, I tried to jump the gun a bit with that show. I was quickly put in my place.
We live?
What's that? We're live.
Are we live? Oh,
We're
all
live.
right.
We're live. We were talking about the wrestling show and how big a success it was.
So it was a big success, huh?
It was. It was the second highest rated show on the network. I have the numbers. I don't like to give the actual numbers, but I can if you want. But it was a fun show.
It was a fun show, and we got viewers that because that's all we care about, right, John? I mean, Pat, Chris.
Yep. We're all trying to get jobs at Barstool. So.
Yep. What an idiot, huh? What an idiot John is. No one can find the channel. I offered them to put it on my channel where they can get viewers. I'm like, John, no one gives a fuck, John. Idiot.
Nothing. I've looked at their
reviews. Not get access to the channel and all that stuff.
He's a fucker. He's something else, that guy.
They're doing quite well. Doing quite well over on the 5.
Speaking of that, the name of the network, I thought we were toying with changing it, or are we keeping it? Do we like that people can't find it?
I have no clue what the name of the channel is myself.
So we go
All
by
right,
the 5.
we'll be continuing to work on that, but the point that we made when we initially made the channels that continues to stand is that the people who are going to watch us over there are going to watch us over here, and that's still the case.
It's rung true. We're not trying to be
Like, does John think like? Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Does
Now-
John think like we're like either channel? Oh, what the fuck?
We can hear you.
Hear me now?
Yeah, no, we can hear you the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Does John think like either channel is like getting new viewers, like thousands of viewers or something? Like it's same, probably 15 people.
Pretty
I mean-
much. That's why we decided to do the channel, because that's what we knew was going to happen. So
We don't have delusions of ever getting jobs or money from this. You know what I mean? This is just for fun to fuck around.
Right? Like, does John like think like one day like he's gonna do a show and he's gonna wake up and there's gonna be like 10,000 views or something?
10,000 views and job offers and checks in the mail, I think.
Yeah, like this fucking dope of how many times is he gonna say like, oh, he's laughing at us like no one can find the channel? Like, John, it's the same 15 fucking people. It's 15 people. I can go on my Facebook Live right now, take a dump, and I can get 20 people to watch it.
I mean,
It's the same
our
thing.
viewers go up every time Tony takes a shit on the show. So.
Yeah. Oh, so there you go. Then he goes off and says they're doing all these shows. Why don't they focus on doing one good show? Like, John, we don't like. No one gives a fuck. No one gives one fuck, John.
Post
Big
makes a good
nose
point in the
fuck.
chat. Hit the Post makes a really good point in the chat. He says a Bauer sponsorship would be nice, though, and he's not wrong.
That would be nice. Well, what about Forbes? I thought John. I mean, I made T-shirts for Hit the Post. I put his face on a Forbes magazine, like, and he didn't even thank me about it. Like, what? I mean, go back on drugs, John. Really?
My favorite was that he was saying, "Oh, Hit the Post never answered, but he did answer live."
He did answer.
immediately.
Now he's like, I gave him the keys to the network. Like John, you're not NBC.
And his, I gave him the keys was John still had control and could take his access away whenever he wanted.
He's one fucked up kid. His parents must have abused him or something, or just ignored him his whole life.
Maybe that could be. Some people are better off being ignored, but I don't know if I think he didn't get the bonding time.
Yeah, he didn't get the bond time. Like all these lies that he catches himself. Like the best part is he exposes himself to all these lies. Like the Italy trip was great. He's like, oh, we went somewhere else. It's like, no, you didn't. Just say you didn't go. Just say you didn't go, you dumbass. You never bought tickets. You never went. You were never going. You're just a liar. You went somewhere else.
He did
Oh,
post,
okay.
he did post some pictures and videos from a trip to Delaware. I know that's not the same as Italy, but maybe that's
Oh,
what he meant.
Yeah, so, I mean, I usually cancel my European vacation and switch it up to go like New Jersey or something.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing, right?
What a fucking idiot! I love that. Now he's like scrambling for people like to go on his show, whatever fucking stupid thing he's got, and he's got that kid, that intern that works for the fucking t-shirt company, like another retard. And John, John's telling these guys back, 'cause John just doesn't shut the fuck up. And he's telling these guys he's fucking a producer for Barstool, for Kirk, and all this shit. And that kid is like, "Oh, you work for him, right?" And his stuttering and like, "Oh, no,
Gives it away every time.
I work for the network." Like you're
I had a
fucking
show on
idiot.
YouTube.
His resume was, "I work for fucking Barstool Sports."
I wouldn't
Kirk
be surprised
Minihane.
if it was.
No, I mean that kid's a fuck. I mean, he's just a weasel. That's what he is. He's not even a rat. He's just a weasel.
Imagine putting Kirk as a reference.
Yeah, it's worked out great for all the interns like Willie G, Justin. They're all doing so good.
I got this pic that you shared.
That picture, I fucking laugh at. That picture's that's got to be the most underrated picture of the whole Wilbur experience.
I mean, I had a great time at the Wilbur.
I had a great time at JJ's. The show sucked, but
I mean, to me, the worst part of the show was I was sitting by myself, surrounded. Well, I wasn't by myself, but I was surrounded by Madawaska Rob and the guy who said he worked for the real estate company that got them the studio that they're in now, that everyone says is a piece of shit. But that guy,
that was his claim to fame.
They're on the same studio?
To fame, but he was telling me I'm connected to the show. I was like, this guy is worth. I didn't think anyone could be more that way than Madawaska Rob, but this guy was.
Is KMS not in the same studio?
They're in the same Watertown one.
Oh, all right.
Supposedly they want to move because of cockroaches.
I thought that was just a fucking another WWF bid by Kirk, just to kill some time.
It could be.
I really haven't listened to the show in like a good almost 2 months. I can't even shit on people because I usually listened to get some dirt on people just to make fun of them. I can't even do that anymore.
I still listen. I still enjoy the show. I know Pat doesn't listen much at all anymore.
What do you actually enjoy about it? Being honest.
I mean, I get it. The show has never been a wrap up for that show or anything like that or whatever. We more focused on ourselves.
What do you enjoy about KMS?
I still laugh when I listen, but it's like it's more.
He's a man of routine.
Say what?
I said you're a man of routine.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. So I don't know. I like same reason I like crime and sports. I guess they're not always right and they're not always funny, but that's what I like. So I listen.
It just started getting a little too fake for me. Like the fake. Like Kirk's been doing the same thing forever. Like oh, we got to shit on the producer. Like that. Like how long is that going to go on for?
It is a bit formulaic. I'll give you that.
Oh, it's just then Dave just buys. Dave's a good sport, and he just buys it like it's part of the whole bit. And they just go back and forth on Twitter with these fake fights, and they get the same fucking like Ziggy, and they're all in on it, knowing it's fake, and they're just playing along. It's just a big fucking.
There's something to be said for playing to your base, though.
Oh no, you're playing to the base. I mean, like who? I haven't seen a new Twitter account. It's the same. I remember the old parodies used to pop up left and right. All new. Right, yeah. It's the same fucking. Every comment's the same person.
I did recently get followed by Dancing Kirk, which is an older account, so that doesn't fit the category. But they did follow me out of nowhere. But then again, I get followed by strange people all the time, usually trying to sell me fucking opiates.
I just used to see like in 1 week there'll be like 20 new, like you see 20 new accounts. Like just remember the old KMS parody roll call. There'll be 300 fucking comments.
Yeah.
Now it's not. It's just the show. I mean, what a turn it's taken.
There's not much to make a parody account of, and when anything comes up that could be, somebody on the show will say, "Oh, how long before there's a parody account?" And then there never is.
It's almost like he's doing that. He says that just so there is like somebody will make one, and no one makes one anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like, I mean, I haven't listened in a while, but even when I was listening, it doesn't seem like he was involving the fans as much as he used to.
No, it's just a cookie cutter show now.
Right. But I mean, having everyone prank radio stations and stuff, that had a shelf life anyway, so.
Right.
But I enjoyed the engagement with the fans beyond the calls, which I don't know. Calls have been terrible. You guys aren't listening, but calls lately have been horrible. I think it's because I can't call because I'm working during the day now. That would be the big reason why calls suck. I don't have the wherewithal to call in when they do a Sunday night show. They're doing more on YouTube now. We just had Sneaks drop out. I'm sure he'll be back. But they do more live YouTube than they were doing, and I think that's by design. They think they're gonna grow the show that way. But as we can tell you from this show, it's harder than it looks.
I'll probably jump back in eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I enjoy the show. So
I mean, I still bought a ticket to Portland. So
did you really?
yeah.
I decided to play the long game and wait. Maybe I go, maybe I don't. But I'd like to go, of course. But I didn't want to. Again, it was one of those. I could probably get tickets now, but I wasn't going to jump into the 9 o'clock in the morning, try to get on and get tickets because it's going to sell out. Because
Yeah, I was home anyway, so
that was the story with me, as everyone knows. I was second shift person. Now I'm first shift, which nobody cares, but I like it so much better. I have a shitty commute in and a shitty commute out, but other than that, I like the hours. I'm in bed early. I'm an early sleeper, early riser.
yeah, it's just easier. I mean, that's pretty much going to be my shift is going to be like 8 to 4 when I start my new gig in a couple weeks.
Yeah, are you excited for that?
Yeah, I mean, I got some of my my little work shirts and a nice hoodie, like zip up hoodie, like the nicest thing that I've ever gotten from an employer since Comcast.
Not bad.
So that's been a long time. The last place I worked for, I mean, they gave me a little jacket, but it was very thin, so I'd always have to wear like a fleece underneath it when it was very cold out.
Yeah.
And then they gave me my brand new laptop that I'll use to program, the stuff that we do.
Yeah. So speaking of getting electronics from work, this week I got, and I'm going to pick up my camera. It's going to look shitty for a minute, but I got my work laptop, which I was expecting, but I got a docking station.
Oh, there you go. And a monitor too?
And a monitor, which
Nice.
I wasn't expecting. I got it all hooked up today. I can log into everything at work.
Through a VPN?
Yep. Jump on the VPN, and then I jump onto the network for work, and I can get right in and do I could work from home if I had to. That's not necessarily a part of my deal, but if I had to work from home, I can. So it makes me less worried about snow days and such.
Yeah. My work laptop's right behind me next to the arcade, and I went and got our mouse for it today. And
Nice.
I was looking at the company I'm working for now. I was looking at their Facebook page like a week ago or so, and there was a picture of the owner's truck, and it was snowing, and he was like, "No snow days for," and there was the company's name, and I was like, "Uh-oh, that's not fun."
No. But that's the same situation I'll be. I mean, I say in case of a snow day, but I'm fucking manager. If I don't show up, then the staff says, "Oh shit, we don't have to show up."
Right.
So you got to set that example. Do everything you can to get there.
My traveling, because I'll still be out in the field doing stuff. It's going to be more residential, but it's a lot more local than my previous employer was. I was all over the place, North Shore, South Shore, Cape. So this one's I mean, I'd still probably have to go to the South Shore here and there, but I don't think I'll have to go to the Cape, and the South Shore won't be as common, I don't think. One of the guys told me he was up in Sunapee on Thursday, so it'd be different.
So less on the road, so that's good.
Yeah, it'd be less on the road too. I won't have to be driving to different spots. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure some days will be different, but it seems like it's just more like a one-stop type of thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of home wiring and home installation stuff. And, this guy that I work for now seems to understand, less is more.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trying to squeeze 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag like my previous work would love to do. This guy seems to, manage his stuff better.
So that sounds similar to my experience where I was working for a gigantic hospital with a gigantic staff that I had underneath me. And now I'm at just as well-known a place, but our focus is different. My staff is much, much smaller. But there's more attention to detail paid.
Yeah, I mean they sent me my invites. They have a Google Drive that's got all their work documented and stuff, and I'm like, wow, it's a lot more organized than my last place. I'd be getting phone calls about a job that I did 3 months previously, and I'm like, dude, I don't remember what the fuck I did Tuesday, and it's fucking Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, you expect me to try to remember something I did 3 months ago? What the fuck? Like, look through your fucking emails. I sent you a bill for what I did. So you should be able to look back and say, oh, all right, he sent me this at this time. He did this, this, and this. But never worked out that way.
Yeah. We have if we have anyone come into the facility and make repairs to a machine or something like that, there's one email they send to all our vendors. We'll send to the same email so I can at a glance go back and see what was what. All the invoices are there.
Helps when shit's organized. Oh, and Blue Jays are down to their last strike.
I'm sure BA is upset.
Blue Jays are down to their last strike. Where is that motherfucker?
I sent them a link.
They were up 8-1 in the 6th inning on Seattle, and they're down to their last strike.
Sons of bitches.
On their way to be getting knocked out of the playoffs.
Sad, sad day.
Oh. And he flies out to center, and the Mariners are moving on to play Houston. Dude, they had to win 2 games in Toronto. That's crazy. And like I said, they were down 8-1 in the 6th fucking inning, and they won 10-9. That's insane.
That does not say much for fucking Toronto's bullpen.
No, and it says a lot about Seattle though, because they got that 95 vibe going to them right now.
Is that still a thing? Does what's his name, Clemmer, still do that?
I don't think so.
Doesn't seem like
this team's got that vibe to them. Now that team obviously didn't win anything, but they still did a lot. But this team's got that vibe. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat. Wait a minute. Did they give these guys hats for winning the wild card round?
I'm sure they did.
I think I've seen the manager. He's got like a celebratory hat. Wait a minute. They got shirts?
Hats and T-shirts, man.
Come on. No, they don't really have that, do they?
Of course they do. That's a moneymaker.
I guess for
the local.
Fans of Seattle and teams like that.
Come on, if you're in the stadium,
I would fucking buy.
And they just clinched. You're gonna buy one on the way out?
Oh, this asshole! They're showing the Seattle fan in the crowd, and this guy walks by and he's going like this. Right? It was so funny.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, they gave these assholes shirts and hats for winning the wild card round.
That's unreal.
This is like basketball when they lost in the beginning of the movie and they gave them loser shirts.
Yeah.
Come on now. You're right, though. It's all about money. But the hats don't even look that nice. The hats look like shit.
I never liked the hats.
Well, no, I mean, some of the hats were good. Let me see. I got all those Sox ones up here. I like as long as they were fitted, I liked them. And I think all these ones are fitted. Yep. There's 07 and this one was fitted.
Yeah.
This was 18. That's fitted. Yeah, so they're all fitted, so that's why I like them. I never really no, Squiddy. We never saw any comments, buddy.
I put every comment up when I see them.
I'd see if it was a race, Squid. I don't see anything in the comments.
I don't mind if they're anti-Chris comments. I put them up too. We have a word.
The hats that they're wearing, they're like those mesh trucker type hats
Oh, those are gross.
with the adjustable strap in the back. I haven't worn those since I was friggin', 16.
We have a word from Nikolai Volkov.
Fuck you, Chris, AIDS man. Fuck.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't remember what the Avalanche hats were. I remember when
Sorry.
when I would anytime that a team would win a championship, I'd always be like, oh, those are either nice hats or shitty hats, and I'd always text my buddy, oh, those fucking nice hats, especially if like the Patriots, Red Sox, or Bruins, or whatever, if they would lose. And then I remember when the Bruins won the cup, I remember we're all celebrating and shit. I look up and I see the first thing I saw was Horton with the hat, and I was like, oh, those fucking hats are nice. They're not really that nice. I was just so fucking happy. But thankfully, they came out with other versions of them. They initially were pure white hats, but then they also had these versions of them that I picked up back then. They had an all black and then this one. So, but I don't wear these anyway. They're just for display. And these are also fitted. Fitted is always good. The Patriot hats, there was actually none of them are fitted. But that's fucking weird because not all the Super Bowl hats are not fitted. But it just so happens all the Patriot ones were not fitted. But like I said, I only buy them for display. I don't buy them to wear them anyway.
Yeah. I feel like this is a High Blind Mike segment. You would like
Yeah, he's a big hat guy. He appreciates a nice hat.
these hats and jerseys.
I was into jerseys when I was younger. Now it's I'm kind of out of the jerseys. I mean, I like getting the hockey ones. I still need to get the reverse retro Bruins one, and then they're gonna have a Winter Classic one for this year too. So, and then again though, I don't really. I mean, I wear them sometimes, but I don't wear them that often. It's just to kind of have them. It's a lot of guys do that too, but a lot of guys are crazy. They'll fucking collect every single team.
Yeah.
They'll get one from every team, and I'm like, that's way too much. Because I don't want a fucking Montreal fucking Canadiens jersey. And I don't want to try. I mean, and I can admit that they're nice looking jerseys, but I don't want to own a Montreal jersey. I don't want to own a Toronto jersey or Detroit jersey.
I can't find the hat that you're talking about I'm looking for. I'm trying to find a screenshot of it. But I can't find this show.
I mean, it's probably on. It's got to be on MLB Shop already. So let me check. It's just fucking ridiculous. I mean, there's no way they're not selling them. So,
oh, I'm sure they
yeah.
are.
So they're already on there. Oh, and so in Cleveland's got the same ones. So I'll share my screen. Well, now it says present. It changed on us.
Yeah, they changed that. I noticed it earlier.
All right.
It's still the same thing though.
Look at those dumb hats and those shirts.
They don't do it for me.
I can
60% off though.
Yeah, that's for nonsense. Look at it. You see that some exclusions apply, which means all this shit.
I love the infinity shot when we do that. That's great.
Right? Isn't there a way not to do that?
I'm sure there is, but I'm not technically savvy enough to know how to do it. How not to do it.
I'm figuring it out right now. That's just so. I mean, and what are they? I guarantee you those hats are going for like $30.
Of course, I would think probably $39.99.
$29.99. Hit it right on the head.
There you go.
Shirts $39. Fucking shirts are $39.99.
And it's a T-shirt.
It's a T-shirt. The hoodies are $79.99. I get that for the hoodies, but they're fucking asking $40 for a fucking T-shirt. That's fucking ridiculous. I remember a T-shirt should be like $20,
and that's still a lot, or at least should be looked at as a lot.
$20
T-shirt.
That's it. Always that's what pretty much it always seemed to be. Oh, the fucking Padres just hit a home run.
Not anymore. The days of $20 T-shirts are gone.
Mets fans are gonna be sick.
I remember as a kid we used to get the fucking Hit Parader magazine or whatever, and you could fucking send away for the T-shirts of all your fucking favorite bands in the back.
Yeah.
Same thing with the wrestling magazines that we were talking about last Monday on the wrestling show. Which
That was
I,
like favorite parts of the friggin' magazine.
yeah.
Look at the shit that my parents wasn't gonna buy me.
Me and my brother used to always, what would happen if we just sent him COD? And we're like, yeah, there's no way we're getting him. The guy's going to show up. My father's going to tell him to fuck off.
Your dad's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Absolutely. 100%.
There's gonna be a package of
for him.
$250 worth of merch.
There's no way that would fly.
Oh, me and my brother would get the shit kicked out of us.
But speaking of the wrestling show, quick programming note. We're going to, last week was the pilot episode, and the premiere episode will be a week from this Monday. So don't tune in Monday for the wrestling show. It was a big hit. We started to build the fan base, but we're giving you a week off from it, and then we're going to come back
I'm
strong.
gonna be away, so we're gonna skip a week.
There'll be Patty on the road for Rice Buckets.
Yeah, I might jump in here and there for rice buckets, but I'm not sure.
I mean, that show is currently hitting on almost all its cylinders. It's Sneak's taking a bigger role in the show is very helpful, I think.
The regular season is just started, so we'll have a lot more clips. Post is going to get a lot more busier. You're gonna have to be cutting a lot more clips because we'll have games to actually break down and all that other fun stuff. So he's gonna have some fun. I think he likes that shit though, so he likes it. Squid, what was your question then? If you were upset that you thought that we erased it, if you're still watching, you might have gotten upset that you deleted his comment.
Unless he asked it in the chat and I didn't see it, which I'll check right now.
So I'm distracted because I got baseball and that dumb WWE show on right now. I'm waiting to see if Bray Wyatt comes out.
Oh yeah, White Rabbit, right?
What's that? White Rabbit? Yeah.
White Rabbit.
I guess so. I watch from afar. I just kind of like.
I mean, I watch from even farther.
Right.
Everybody's got an excuse today. I sent fucking links to everybody. Wagon got no internet. VD's at a bar watching football. BA is at his parents.
I think he said that on the bucket too.
Did he?
He might have. I don't know.
I sent one to Simon. Simon doesn't seem to love us anymore.
I'll be right.
But you know how it goes. This is life on YouTube. Sometimes you get guests, sometimes you don't. I'm sure everyone just tunes in just to watch me talk because when there's dead air, I just feel the need to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But I'm looking at my card here, and we've already gone over everything. So we ripped on Fitz for skipping the rice bucket, not sending a plug, not shouting them out. We shit on Fitz again for trying to bury Pat. We talked about the ratings, and I can actually give you the list. This past week on the 5, at 420 somewhere, leads the way again in views, followed by the wrestling show, followed by Hit the Rice Bucket. Then, as I wrote down on the card, BBC, which is Bio Dude Book Club, was next. And then there was a tie between Profit Picks at 6 and Stock Talk Live. Both shows are underrated. They should both be generating a little bit more interest, I think, but I don't know.
The Bio Book show has a sneaky underground following because, oh, look at this guy.
Here he is.
Talk hats.
You want to talk hats?
What hats are we talking?
So I'm watching baseball, and Seattle just eliminated Toronto,
Yeah.
and so they won the wild card. So now they're in the. They gave them fucking hats and shirts for winning the wild card round.
Yeah, but that's just the age that we're in. Participation trophies given out.
Well, they didn't give the loser.
But they're shitty looking hats too. So, and we know you appreciate a nice hat.
Yeah, like the Celtics hats last year for the finals when they won the conference were very nice, but I wouldn't buy it unless they won the finals.
It
And
always
that's what
seems
Chris
like
was saying too,
celebrating.
because I was like, that's nonsense, and Chris was like, well, it's a big deal for them at least. I'm like, yeah, because they don't see anything like
That's
that.
what I mean by like participation trophy. They're probably not going to win it, so this is like pat on the back. I would
But then we went on MLB Shop, and they want $30 for the hat and $40 for the shirt.
Hat prices are through the roof. It's like $40 or $43 on lids if you want a hat.
Damn.
Yeah, I bought 2 hats recently, and it was like buy one get one half off. But still, it was like they were like $40.
Yeah, it's tough. The market's high.
When you got a head of hair like mine, you skip the hats. That's a joke.
I need a hat to contain my flow. My flow is a little long right now.
You had to block my flow, aka the reflection.
I have a 7 or 8 year old Red Sox hat that I still wear every day.
I like when people keep the same hat for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept one of my hats. I don't know where it is. I kept it for a long time, and then I put it on my desk, like my old desk when I had my basement wasn't finished, and there was like a leaky, like a dab leaked out or something like that, and it was a white hat, so that was done for.
I have like 50 hats, so like I don't really. They last a long time because I don't really wear them that much. I rotate pretty good.
Well, I recently got into the habit of what RA says to do, and is to wash your hat in the shower with you.
Who's
And
RA?
Rear Admiral.
Oh,
He washes his hat in the shower.
How do you do that? I don't.
You just wash it, and I just wash it with regular soap.
Oh, really?
Judging by the little I know by Rear Admiral, it's not a move you and I should be doing.
Well, I've been for years and years up until that. I'd always been washing it either in the dishwasher or.
I've never washed a hat before. I didn't know that was a thing. I just buy a new one.
No, I mean, when I have a nice hat that fits well, I like to keep it for a while as long as.
That's my thing. I don't find ones that are comfortable on my head.
I think they shrink when you sweaten them over time. They start shrinking a little bit too.
That's probably the case. But then they also smell, so that's why I need to wash them.
That's a great point.
Smelly hats are gross.
But I get it though. If you're swapping them, if you're wearing them different ones all the time, then yeah, that makes sense.
I'm deep in the hat game, guys.
I bet. I'm not.
Last time when I was in Lids to buy the last 2 hats, I was looking at all the hats, and I'm like, oh, this is Highline Mike's.
I went there a couple of weeks ago to get my son a Patriots hat, just because he was upset that he didn't have a hat like on. And I think it was like $25 for like a youth hat, or not even a youth, whatever's younger than that.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Advice in the chat: put your hat in the freezer to take the
strong. The day's gonna come when what is it? Put your hat in the freezer. Take those fingers. Okay.
Fucking a lot of work just for a hat.
Put it in Pat's freezer.
Oh, that's gonna stink if you put it in my freezer. But yeah, you spend $25 on the hat for your kid, and then the day's gonna come where he comes home without it, and I don't know where I put it.
I'll light him up. No, he's still in daycare. He goes to daycare where my wife works, and she's like his teacher half the time. If she loses the hat, I'll beat her ass too.
Had to send the message. So, 2 broads are about to fight an Extreme Rules match.
Who is it?
It's Rousey and Liv Morgan.
Rousey does nothing for me in the WWE.
No,
Liv Morgan does a lot for me.
I like Alexa Bliss a little better. I think Alexa's harder.
Oh, Alexa is the greatest.
The titty she got after having the kid, though, nice.
Yeah. It's always a plus.
And she's got the girls out the plate today. They're all
it's a pay-per-view. I would hope so.
Yeah.
What I saw Triple H hired like a Disney writer to help him out, which is an interesting strategy.
They've always been hiring all that shit.
Is that to like because just he probably has a good resume, or are they trying to go for a kid's angle?
Both.
There we go.
Well, you can't really like invite the kids in and then have titties flailing around.
Sure. As you say that, I hear my door open as Bonnie gets home with food from McDonald's. Makes me happy.
Did you get your adult Happy Meal with your toy?
She got we've got the adult Happy Meals.
No, we didn't.
Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Why not?
I'm going to hear about it in a second, I think.
Oh, she sounds hot about it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not welcome at that fucking McDonald's anymore.
she's fucking full on hot.
I ordered. The guy's like, oh, we have no toys. I'm like, that's fine. We'll live without fucking toys. Okay. So I get to the window. The lady gives me the food in the bag. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I get your order. I said, that's not what I ordered. She's like, really? You're going to make me take it out of the bag and put it in a box because you want to feel like a big kid? I was like, you want to take the bug out of your fucking ass and do your job?
Oh, gee.
And then she informed me she didn't have to put up my bullshit and told her I didn't have to put up with her fucking face. Give me my food and I left.
Did you go to the one right down the street?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's okay anyway.
I'm not welcome anymore. But it's okay.
Okay, I'm back. Did you guys hear the story?
A little bit. We got the gist of it.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Stupid fucking people. I wouldn't have ordered what I ordered.
I lost my dipping sauce, so I found it.
It doesn't matter what if you want.
I went to
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good. If you throw it at me, I'm going to miss it on camera and look like an idiot.
I know. That would be so great.
Yep.
I remember I went to there's this one McDonald's that's right off the exit. It's like the one, I think it's the one in Tewksbury. It's pretty much right off the exit, so it's nice and easy.
Yeah.
So if I'm in my previous job, I was always in a hurry, so I would have to try to get the quickest thing possible. So if I was in that area, I'd always be like, all right, I'm just gonna go there just because it's just easy and quick. So I remember I went in there one time and I get it tells me on my phone when I use my debit card, and it says where you used it and how much it was for.
Yeah.
So it comes up when I go through the drive-thru and I use the app because you get cheap shit that way and stuff like.
Yeah, you're convincing me to get the app.
Yeah. So I could tell that it was wrong. So I'm yelling I'm like, no, at first I wasn't yelling, but I was just like telling, and the lady was kind of giving me a hard time. So then I started yelling about it. I'm like, no, listen, you better freaking fix this. And I didn't make like a scene, but I was hard. I was very harsh to the to the dummy. So fast forward like a couple days later, I was back in that area. I was in a hurry and I was hungry, so I'm like, fuck. I really don't want to fucking deal with this, but so what I'll do is I'll go there, I'll use the app, and then I'll go park in one of those pickup spots and they'll bring it out to me. That way I don't have to go through the drive-thru. I don't have to deal with this fucking chick. Mm-hmm. Sure enough, man, I see this fucking broad coming out with my fucking food. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm in my work truck. So it's like, it's not like, it's.
She's not going to know it's you until she gets there.
She's going to know it's me right the fucking way. Most likely. She didn't say anything, and I was extra nice this time because I felt bad even the previous time. But I was cranky that day. We always get, we're all tend to have those days. So I just remember being like, I try to go out of my way not to see this broad, and she's the one who fucking brings out my fucking food.
That's how it goes.
Fucking shitting me.
Now, this particular McDonald's employee, did they have all of their mental faculties? Were they maybe a little delayed?
It's entirely possible. It wasn't very obvious if that was the case, but entirely possible. It wasn't very.
So it didn't fit your normal routine of.
And you know what? If that's the route you're going, I don't think they let those people go outside with the food. Just because you never know. I'm not saying they're gonna go run out in the car and eat it, but they there's chances of getting lost or something like that. So maybe you don't want to do that.
Getting lost going out to the parking lot.
It's entirely possible.
It is, but it's funny as fuck to hear you say it.
So she's beating the shit out of this one chick with a ball bat. It's got to be a gimmick bat because there's no bruises anywhere on her. And now they're just selling like a bunch of
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. HPM, do you want to give them the link or no?
Who?
Tony,
Who's Tony? Oh, is that the retard?
that's the one.
Tony, I'll send you the link, but I'm telling you right now, you cannot say any racist terms. No N-words, no
I
Jewish.
kind of just feel bad for him that he feels like he has to do all that to like.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's just that act's old. We want you to act like a goofball, but you got to chill it with the racist stuff. Yeah, and I know that's bullshit, so I'm going to send you the link anyway against my better judgment, but
I mean, you're sending the link, so you're in charge of pulling them off. Don't yell at me.
I've already seen he's already sent me a text, so fucking Christ.
He said he won't swear. Well, he won't be racist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, super racist, I guess.
We'll see.
I don't find anything wrong with being racist. I just don't suggest it.
I don't just suggest it.
I say racist shit all the time.
Tony, why are you he's smoking out Tony, you're like 35 years old, dude, and he's smoking out of a fucking plastic water bottle with aluminum foil on the top.
But that's the thing is, I don't feel like he needs to do that. I feel like he's doing it to tell people he did it, which is just phony. It's pretend. It's not funny.
Agreed.
Yeah, hold on.
He's 34.
But I could be wrong too. Maybe he just chooses to do those things.
I don't even want this anymore. I'm so fucking angry. You want a Big Mac?
I'll eat it.
I can't fucking eat. I'm so pissed off.
Looks like I'm getting a free Big Mac.
It gets you the most high. No, this gets you the most high.
Fucking paid $30.
Yeah, Robbie, that's true. You're right, buddy.
I saw
gotta-
Bobby throwing up the red bandana today. Sue Woo.
Uh-oh. Here we go. You shaved?
I did shit.
Holy shit.
What's going on?
Was it the mustache that was racist?
No, it was the overall effect of you just getting stuff inside the beard and the mustache. I just didn't want to deal with it.
All right.
So, how's everybody's night going? Is everybody having a good night?
Are you watching Extreme Rules? You enjoying Extreme Rules right now?
Yeah, I'm watching Ronda and Liv. They're having an Extreme Rules match. The
You watching?
winner,
You saw Liv Morgan take. You saw Liv Morgan take 5 bat shots to the leg and doesn't have one bruise on her.
I don't understand. I mean, I feel like this should be like more.
Oh, she just fucking botched that.
Oh,
She just botched the shit out of it. Did you see that?
I shouldn't even say anything.
Yeah.
She looks hot in that top, though. Ronda does.
It's just so bad.
No, I mean, look at that. That's kind of hot.
You like pickles?
Oh yeah, she's got the milkers out.
I've been so sad and mad. And
Oh, there he
His
is.
mom, she could be lactating. You don't even know.
420 Legends.
He's a big fan of Bio Dude's book show.
Is that right?
Yep.
I'm playing the part of Tony this week as I stuff my face full of McDonald's.
Oh shit! Well, what kind of burger is that? Is that a Big Mac or is that a double?
Looks like a Big Mac to me.
Oh, Big Mac. You know, Indonesia. I think it's Thailand. Maybe it's
Oh,
Indonesia.
these are the worst
They
chair
have
shots
these,
ever.
Triple Big Macs, and they're
Triple
like
Big Mac.
they're
Two
they're
bread?
like
Two
triple
extra breads?
Big Mac.
Shit. These chair shots are the fucking worst.
Uh-oh.
This is so bad.
That was an accident. Believe it or not, that was an accident.
I think it
put
was
my drink on the mouth.
legitimate. I think that was intentional. Hot gear though. Hot gear. I gotta give it to you. Hot gear.
Hockey hair?
No, hot gear. Like the gear is
awesome.
Oh, you like what they're wearing?
Yeah, I'm a
So,
fucking.
so you got your little water bong?
Yes, out of an empty water bottle. I'll tell you that right now, bro. That's good shit. That'll do it. A little bit of
Chris,
weed.
wipe your mouth, you savage.
No, because I got a pre-roll last night. It was a 42%. It was called Government Oasis, and it ripped like hell. I only smoked half it, but I noticed that like when you try to relight a joint halfway through, it sticks. It doesn't light. It's not like it's
Too much
natural.
resin.
Well, it all depends how you put it out.
I'm putting it out in the tube. I just put it back in the tube like a fucking savage. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
because
won't
that's why
burn
you're having
through.
problems. You got to just cut the head off of it, and then you're fine. You'll be able to relight it easier.
oh, see what
And
I
just
do,
throw it back in the
back
tube
in the
like an
tube.
animal.
I'm an animal.
When you just putting the joint back in the tube like that,
Yeah.
put it out like a normal person, and then it'll relight better.
See, I didn't know that. So now
What do you mean?
I have to take it apart, and so I don't want to buy pipes because it's fucking stupid. And the water bong, since I was like 18 years
You
old,
can get a
always
pipe
got
for
the most high.
$10 now. This isn't like
The
20 years
water
ago.
bottle
When pipes
bong
were like
is the
$50.
best fucking way to get high. What are you talking about? You're over here like you're
There's water in this. There's water in this.
fucking shit. And
Why don't
I'm
you
just
make
like, take
a
water
gravity
bottle.
bomb?
Look, you cut 2 holes in a water bottle, one on each side. You use one as the fucking the rush hole, and one to inhale out of, and it's the best fucking high. You put aluminum foil on top, poke a few holes, put the weed in it. You're over here like having to go to school to like
Menace is
learn
on
how to
your
like
side.
light that.
Can you
fucking
go
thing
get
up.
it? Can you go get it? Where is
You
it?
gotta toggle it like a PS2 controller. Fucking at the top of the thing.
Where is it? Where's your thing?
It's in the bedroom. I already smoked out of it. I'm gonna go back.
Why
and
isn't it- why isn't it-
smoke out of it again?
Oh, I'm sorry. You have standards. You don't smoke all throughout your place.
I smoke in my bedroom.
That's
On
it.
the couch. Idiot.
Amazing.
this
Why wouldn't
table-
you make a gravity bomb?
That's what it is. It's the best thing ever. Don't
It's
tell me
not
how to get
gravity-
fucking
it's
high.
not
I'll tell you how to
gravity
get
You need to
bomb.
just grab a gravity bomb. The rush hole, aka carb.
Yeah.
I always known him as a rush hole before anyone started calling it a carb.
Not rush hole, man.
It's a rush hole.
You take one. I'm gonna drink one of these actually right now, and I'm gonna use this to light my fucking weed with after.
Those water bottle cone, all you need. I am making an enormous mess with this McDonald's food right now.
Yeah,
Good.
you're a mess
That was
right now.
good.
You're an animal. You need to go wipe your face. What's the matter with you?
I don't have a napkin.
Oh, I thought you were talking about him.
You eat with no napkins?
I didn't mean to. I just had the food handed to me.
Who raised you?
Just use your shirt.
I'll end up doing that for sure.
Manners, are you coming to Portland in May, March?
Fuck Portland and Maine and March. Why don't you come on the show now?
Well, actually, I do believe it because she's actually like a real fucking athlete.
Oh, fuck. Oh, they finished. They went home on the match. Rousey is the new
Rousey
champion.
win?
Rousey's the new champion.
It's about time.
Unfortunately, not unless something miraculous happens. Sorry to hear that, Manners.
It feels like when she came to the WWE, you knew they weren't going to make her a loser. I think that kind of killed the shtick of her because you knew that she wasn't going to come sign without being told like you'll be like a featured part of it.
That could be-
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing in it for her unless she's going to be, featured, you know.
It just feel like there's better options than her.
Go to AEW. Go
She's
there.
got a good gig, though, with the date. She only has to work a certain amount of dates and stuff.
Well, that's the
like
other thing
that.
too. I feel like when I was growing up watching wrestling, like even if they didn't fight, like you saw them on the show every week, at least like talking shit or something. Like, these people just disappear for weeks at a time.
That's true. Just go away. You know,
'Cause there's
Yeah,
so
you-
many of them now.
How
Yeah,
are you supposed to be passionate about a character that you rarely see?
Good point.
you never saw Hogan unless you watched Saturday Night's Main Event or watched.
And look, and now I hate him.
you never saw Hogan on Superstars.
No, never.
I mean,
You
let's-
might see like
Very rarely. Yeah.
you see an interview.
Yeah, you would see a pre-tape or something like that, or you would just see him putting over the local show
Yeah.
that they all were doing and shit like that. But yeah, but you wouldn't see him wrestle
No.
unless you stayed up at fucking 11:30 on Saturday night
It
every
was
4
watching
months.
that main event, yeah. Or
Right.
pay-per-views. Oh, you just saw him on
Or
pay-per-view.
spending the money on the pay-per-view.
Before pay-per-view, there was closed circuit TV.
Wasn't Hogan's son like a great driver or something?
Very good.
He was
Very,
a tremendous driver. He
He's
hardly
great.
killed anyone.
He's a
Went to
vegetarian.
NASCAR or whatever.
I heard that the son is now a vegetarian for leaving his friend as a vegetable.
Hogan's son is I don't know if he's married to her yet, but he's with like a porn star now.
Ooh. Maybe the father will fuck her too. We can get a video of that.
Maybe.
'Cause I just love watching Hulk Hogan sex videos. That's what's online.
I mean, it wasn't quite a sex video, but the clip
But
they
you know
had,
what?
the clip
You
they used
don't-
to show of him putting suntan lotion on Brooke Hogan was kind of a little risque.
Yeah, that was. But like, if you grew up a Hogan fan and you're like, oh look, Hulk Hogan's sex video, you're like, what the fuck? Like, I thought this was never gonna happen. Like, I didn't need all this.
That was the
I
most
didn't watch
relatable celebrity sex tape ever. He's like, I'm out of breath. It's like, yo, I can relate to that.
Yeah, right. What did he say? He was stuffed. He just ate. He was all.
He's like, you gotta give me a few minutes. Like, yeah, exactly.
Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit.
And the girl he was fucking was his best friend's fucking
Yeah.
wife.
It's like, don't
who
tell
knew
my
exactly
wife.
what was
This
going
guy
on.
gets it.
Bubba the Love Sponge out of
Who
all fucking.
knew exactly what was going on? Who was on the tape saying, "Hey guys, make yourself comfortable."
To be honest, how is Bubba the Love Sponge his best friend? Like, you've been through a
I don't
trauma,
have
you,
friends
like,
anymore.
the wrestling career. You would think like maybe Randy Savage, fucking Ultimate Warrior, Sergeant Slaughter was my best friend. Like, still is. No. The
Yeah, but he didn't
radio
get along
guy,
with any of those guys.
fucking
Yeah, right. He didn't get along
Love
with any of
White.
those guys.
That's your best friend.
Notice how most of his really good friends were all underneath guys.
Yeah. But then later in his life, he wanted to be like best friends with like Ultimate Warrior, best friends with Randy Savage.
Yeah, 'cause he wanted to make amends, and he also for the the appearance.
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, he tried to like be more public with it. So it's like, hey, everybody, I'm now best friends again with Randy Savage. Like, we're cool now. Like, you know, like, but like, you remember like Hogan brought in Ultimate Warrior in WCW in like '98 just
For
so
money, to make money.
Yeah, just so you get over on him.
just to go over on him. Imagine trying to bring somebody into a
He had to
company.
get back his
You
his
can
W.
beat them. What a fucking psycho! Like,
And how much do you think they paid Warrior for those however long he was in there for?
oh, he was there what, like 6 months? They had Halloween Havoc.
If that.
I don't think it was quite that long.
He was only, I think he was only there from say September to the end of October, right?
I want to say okay, so like 3 months. It had to be
All right,
three-
so how much do you think he got paid for that for those 3 months?
maybe $1 million, maybe 2.
At least.
Yep, easily.
Whew.
A lot of that shit up front. Pay
Merchandise,
per view.
his contract and any residuals from that match till he'd get if he had $2 million
Because he
overall.
made some Nitro appearances. He probably got 6 figures for those Nitro appearances at least.
Yeah. And then Warrior goes on record saying that he wanted to stay in WCW and just have regular matches. Like, no, you fucking didn't.
Bullshit.
Like, don't say that. Like, you would. What, you gonna go wrestle Mark Bagwell on WCW Saturday Night with gimmick?
I mean, that's a train wreck now.
Like, what are you gonna go do? Wrestle fucking
He's turned it around a little bit.
Scott Norton at the NW? You're not gonna go do that. Like, he's not gonna go do those matches. They're not gonna sit there and fucking start taking clotheslines and fucking splashes, and that's the fucking finish.
That's one thing that sucks too when they have old guys is like main events. It's like Ric Flair's in the main event. Like he's physically limited, but this is going to be a boring match.
Right. You know what's
He-
going to happen.
He
'cause you know
almost
this-
died. Like, why is he back? Why was he back in the ring? Like, think about it. Like, at that age,
Did you watch it
Just to say
at
he
all?
did it.
I watched it. I watched when
You
he
see how he
passed out.
faked the hair? You see how he faked the heart attack?
No, he passed out.
Well, yeah, he legitimately passed out, but there was a spot in the match he was outside and Lethal was working him over and he pretended he had a heart attack. So
Yeah.
then the referee gets in the middle of it and then he does the eye poke to
Like,
Lethal.
To fake what everybody
That's
is
a funny
thinking is
spot.
going to happen is the worst fucking thing because you're like, what the fuck? Like, is he actually dying? And then the other spot he did, where he's like, this is for Taker. And like, you could tell, like, Taker, McFoley, Brett, they were just laughing at it. They were like, we want to be ringside when this fucking piece of shit fucking dies in this ring. He almost did. He passed out during the main event.
He was laying on his back. He couldn't get up during the finish.
I was like, wow, man. I was like, you had so many chances to leave your legacy behind. WrestleMania 24 with Shawn. TNA, when you wrestled Mick Foley.
The last
had
match of
different
WCW, the last literal Nitro, he could have just gone out then.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
more of an authority guy and not wrestle the WWF.
And
No,
he
but when he
probably
came back-
should have done that.
When he wrestled Taker at WrestleMania 18, I was like, all right, maybe he's got something. But then, like, he kept wrestling and
He
wrestling.
wrestled for like 6 more years.
Yeah, like, this is getting too much. Like, and Ric Flair's always been old. He's always
that's not
My
like,
whole life, this guy's been at least 60.
to like 75.
Well, your whole life, sure. I remember Ric Flair in his early 30s, NWA champion, styling and profiling.
Him and Eazy-E?
Yeah, actually, they were like this. Him, Dre, Ice Cube, Easy.
So is this match when Bray comes out?
What match are you on?
It's Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a strap match.
Right?
Could be. Is that Diet Pepsi you got there, Tony?
I love soda. Big soda guy.
Not bad, not bad.
I hit Blossom today. Fucking scored big. They give you, if you spend $300, they give you free eighth and like, whatever edible.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, no complaints.
That's your new spot now.
Where was that again?
No, if you look at Salty's menu, they don't have any live resin still.
Yeah, he's probably waiting. He's probably got a lot of shit curing right now.
That's what I'm counting on. Blossom's not bad though. It's all right.
No, that's pretty good.
Shout them out. Maybe they'll give you a sponsorship.
What to wear to like go to work with?
Sure.
Sit in my cubicle with some gear.
Yeah, why not? Little side project.
There you go,
Ruin
Tony.
the trash.
Correct.
Are they playing tonight?
I don't
They
know.
start before the Celtics season starts, right?
Yeah, usually that's always the case. Yeah.
I thought there might be a preseason.
The Celtics, I think, are the 18th. Philly.
What do you guys think of? Oh shit! What do you guys think of the Blake Griffin signing?
He's gonna play mop-up minutes. It's nothing.
Yeah,
What do you
he's
Scarlett
out.
can get it. Holy Christ.
Who?
Scarlett.
Oh yeah.
Holy Christ, she can get it. Man,
Scarlett.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I like? I like my bitches thick. Is Nikita Lyons.
That makes sense.
You want to get dominated by her?
Who's the other? There's another one that's like black. That's kind of thicker. What's her name?
Oh, Lash LaRue or something like that.
Yeah, that's a big bitch.
Lash Legend.
Sure would.
Drew used to wrestle for WCW in 19.
That's right. Lash Legend, is that what it is?
No.
Lash LaRue, he was a redhead, right?
Oh, Lash Legend. You're thinking about the WCW wrestler from fucking
Well,
1990.
he dropped his name, so that's why I thought of him.
You're thinking about Lash LaRue, gay boy. Oops. Oh, I can't say that.
I was never an Arcane guy personally. Even
I
at
like
when he was on WEI, I was like, I just don't get it.
You called into a show one time, did you not?
Of course, called into many shows undercover.
What I liked about Arcand was when he was on SoundCloud, he had his little fucking thing in between jobs. I sent an email and he read it out and he read my name and he said my last name correctly. So I'm an Arcane guy.
Call himself the Candy Man. I just feel that's kind of queer.
It is a little bit.
Stay gay.
Gay.
Hey, gay guy.
Who you?
No, you're the one who's come out.
You coming out right now, Pat? Is that
Yeah.
what you're doing?
Got married twice to females for the wrong reason.
No, you're still married. Wait, you were married 3 times or twice?
Twice.
Oh, okay. No, well, you said you got married twice, 2 times for the wrong reason.
Don't worry about it.
Married 3 times.
We're past it, Tony.
I thought that's what you said, so I was reiterating it. Like 3, so you said twice. You know, you mistakenly did it twice. I didn't know if that was a.
I mean, to be fair, he said he was married twice to females. He left the door open.
Well, why wouldn't you be married twice to females? What would be the first option?
A guy.
You know?
No, the first option is female.
That's your opinion.
We lost.
You didn't
Tony.
grow up in my
Tony's
house.
back.
No, I'm right here. I'm sorry.
This is 2022. You can marry a dog. I think a literal dog if you want.
You can marry a dog and identify as a cat. It'll be good.
You can identify as a stapler if you wish.
You see the videos of like randomly on
If
Twitter
you
people who
identify
identify
as
as
an animal,
animals. It's weird.
Because I wouldn't. Like I'm a cat now, so I don't pay taxes because animals don't pay taxes. I'm a cat.
Cats don't have pockets. Do you have pockets?
I won't if they don't need me to.
All right. Good call.
You know.
No,
I can't believe this pay-per-view. It's amazing. These 2 guys with this leather wrapped around their hands, and they're just whipping each other with it. Wholesome content. You come with me, my opponent. I have you in a strap.
I saw a clip today. Remember when Rikishi did like the frog splash off the top of the cage?
Yeah. SummerSlam.
Jesus. Imagine having to be on the
Imagine all
bottom of
that
that
coming
one.
down on you. You're like, oh my
Oh
god.
my god! It's like even if if I'm lucky, he lands right without really directly hitting me. This is gonna
Right.
suck.
Yep.
I mean, you can only hold back so much. So
This guy's coming fast, and there's a lot of them. This is not gonna feel good.
Hey, he's coming really fast. You gotta watch out. It's
And
coming.
he does like the
That's
RVD
great.
like hurt his ribs after too. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Did anyone watch the Tales from the Territories?
I don't watch that.
Mario Galento. What a
Yeah,
fucking.
I enjoyed that.
He got his eye ripped out by Jerry Jarrett.
Yeah.
Like fucking serious shit. Like didn't
And
know
he
that.
came back with a straight razor, tried to kill the king.
Was Jerry
Yeah.
Jarrett the guitar guy, or that's somebody else?
Jeff
Jeff
Jarrett.
Jeff
Jarrett. Was the guitar guy.
He was
He
the
usually smashed
fake,
that shit over people.
fake country singer.
Beetlejuice. You remember when Jeff Jarrett was
Yeah.
the fucking guitar? Hit Beetlejuice in the back of the head.
That's the greatest.
That was good.
See, that's what they don't have now. Is like the side storylines that are just goofy. Like Goldust when he got electrocuted and he just stuttered whenever he talked.
Yeah.
He wore the cast, and he was like in the ring with Triple H. He was like a WrestleMania. He was like, he was fucking all over the place.
Goldust versus Piper in that backstage brawl or whatever the fuck it was great.
California, the
Yeah.
Anaheim Hunt. That was good.
Goldust runs him over with the gold Cadillac.
Of him on the highway was actually O.J. Simpson's.
Yeah. They took that footage.
How they
That was
did that. The white Bronco and all that other shit.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite shows, the OJ Chase.
Oh yeah.
The chase, not the case. The case was boring.
What was going on? So you saw live television that was going on.
It was going on.
Live TV was the only source of live things going on back then. Like you couldn't go on the internet. You couldn't find this shit. So
Yeah, there was barely an internet in '94.
yeah. But like 96, 97 is where like AOL came around. I remember like having AOL.
Yeah, you had the disc.
.com.
You had to buy the minutes on a disc.
Yes. No, but then you get things in the mail, like you get like
Yeah.
1,000 something minutes with AOL or something like that, like a CD, like you put it in, like you sign up.
Yep. You had the loud ass fucking modem.
Encyclopedia.
Yep.
That was like saved me on like so much homework back in like the elementary school. I would use that to like look up shit like for homework and shit, like projects. Encarta Encyclopedia 98. That's what I was using.
Yeah. When I was using encyclopedias, they were still books.
I
said when I used an encyclopedia, it was still a book.
Yeah.
There was multiple fucking volumes and volumes of books.
But this was like a Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Like a Packard Bell, like Windows 98, like Wikipedia was like Encarta Encyclopedia. You can find out anything about anything on that thing. Had everything.
It was one of the major selling points of the overall internet.
Yeah.
It was the information superhighway.
That and Paint. The Paint app.
And Paint. Yeah.
Anything on that fucking thing. You could paint fucking portraits on Paint. Windows 98. No fucking problem. Pinball. Windows 98.
Oh, that pinball game was shit.
We used to play that in shop class all the fucking time.
Microphone stuff. You can speak into the microphone.
We would play that game, and then
talk into it.
There was a couple of older computers that just ran DOS, and we would play this Hot Rod game, and then Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune and Spy Hunter were the big hits in my school when we had computer time. Spy Hunter and Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? The one where you travel or whatever.
The Oregon Trail.
That's the one.
Yeah, that was in grade school. Shit, we would do that a lot.
Good stuff.
Still play that online.
Video games were so bad that a game about delivering newspapers was fun at the time.
Paper Boy was the shit.
Yeah.
It was a great game.
I could probably put that on this arcade back here.
Oh, you might want to do that.
I've already soft modded it, so I got other games on it now besides the Simpsons game.
Oh, there you go.
I got the Turtles game.
Scarlet.
Some of the older games to play some of the not even the newer games, but I love that hockey arcade game, the Open Ice Challenge, 2-on-2, like the NBA Jam version of hockey. I used to play that all the time when I was a kid. But I got to put an actual computer or something in there to do that. But I got to change out the controls. It's only two button controls.
Yeah, you would need more.
Yeah, then there's a guy that you can get he'll build you a control panel to put on there.
Why don't you put Double Dragon on there?
Yeah, I can put Double Dragon on it.
That would be the shit.
Do that.
I used to go into fucking. I don't remember if it was Ames yet or if it was still Zayas, but they had Double Dragon in there. We'd go in, I was like 10, 12.
Yeah, I remember those department stores used to have it in the front there.
We go in there and play video games and steal cigarettes. Big surprise.
And it always had it was always Double Dragon or Street Fighter.
Yep.
But then the convenience store around the corner from my parents, now it's Jim Subs. If you know Jim Subs from South Lawrence, but it used to be a convenience store, back in very early, 91. And they had Time Killers, which was like a ghetto type of Mortal Kombat, but it was a fun game. Like you could, if you hit all the buttons a certain way when the guy was groggy, you'd fucking hack off all their limbs and their head.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's kind of cool. What are you laughing about? The guy beating the shit out of him with the strap?
Yeah. He's going at it like, what's the finish? What is the finish?
Dude, and he gets to sniff that asshole over there. Tabernack. She's a fucking dirty girl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure.
Talking about old video games, Outrun or Hard Driving, which is your favorite?
Outrun.
Outrun for sure.
What system was that on?
They were arcade games.
Oh no, yeah. See, like PlayStation 1 was like the first system I had that was my own. So those are kind of like my first game. Like Frogger was a very Blitz was very
I feel
fun.
like I remember
They have the. I saw the Blitz
Sega version of
cabinets.
Outrun.
Da Bomb.
They have they have the arcade 1-up Blitz versions of those now.
Yo,
But they
Frogger,
just came out, so they're fucking like $600. So I
original Frogger was a great
Very
game.
impressive.
I could put that on here if I wanted to.
I could play
Original
that.
Pitfall was terrible.
Oh, it's so bad.
Carrying across his hair.
Dumb Atari shit.
Well, I had multiple Atari 2600s.
Yeah, my first system was the original Nintendo.
See,
Well,
we
I had a
had-
Game Boy Color. I don't know if that would technically count.
Sure it
I
does.
think it's so. I had one of the original Game Boys too when it first came out. My nana got me and my brother it for Christmas.
After the gigantic video game crash in '83, we had Atari 2600s because they were cheap as fuck.
Yeah, they're giving them away.
Yeah, and the games were cheap. Then we had a Sega Master System. Then we had the Master System when everyone else had NES.
So would you say like the beginning of like people like regularly owning video games like was like the mid 80s then?
Yeah,
Yeah, like 85, 86.
So think about that in like 30, 40 years, how far it went and where it's going to be in another 30, 40 years.
oh, it's unreal.
It's gonna be crazy. It's
Like
gonna be
you're actually going to be able to
insane,
like play the game.
If you
It's
told
gonna be
10-year-old me in 1986, if you showed me fucking PlayStation 5, I would have shit my pants.
Yeah, like I could play with my buddy who lives fucking three
Yeah.
streets over.
Hey,
What?
I would have literally shit myself. I probably would have I probably did anyway. But
I remember when you first. It was 20 years ago when they came out with the little network adapter that you would hook on the back of the PS2. And I remember hearing about that, seeing that, and then knowing that you could play Madden online. I was like, "Holy fuck! I can play Madden against someone fucking
Yeah.
who lives in fucking Texas."
the
Like,
first
holy
online
fuck.
games I played was with the Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, because that had the modem on it. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't good, but it was great at
No.
the time. But it wasn't good.
because I bought a Dreamcast too, and I tried to play it online. I don't even know if I even got to. If I was even able to play online.
I got mine to play online, but it was glitchy as shit.
I just remember by the time I had the PS2 and the network adapter, I had the high speed internet, so I was able to use that better. Because back when I had the Dreamcast, we still had the dial up. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I had dial-up for my Dreamcast. That's probably why it was so glitchy.
yeah. The latency would probably be very, very bad. But they had an NBA Jam cabinet too that I wanted to get because that would have been perfect. But I missed out when those went on clearance. I managed to get this when it went on clearance.
I still need a PS. I might get an Xbox to be honest with you.
Xbox. Yeah, you can tell me what to do.
It's X-Pac.
I know, you idiot.
I did have I had the original Xbox when that came out.
You have Halo?
I did, but I didn't like it.
Really?
I played it when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh, this game sucks." And then everyone else fell in love with it, and I found out I was a retard.
Halo's
Oh.
a great. That's the only reason that's why I would want to get an Xbox. I kind of like Halo.
Xbox 360 with Halo is the best.
It's all about NCAA next year. Like that, I don't even care about video games until the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck? She sprayed this shit.
I fell off with my video game playing a lot. I missed out on all the changes.
I thought a strap match you have to hit all four corners. There's no pinfall.
That's what it's supposed to be, right? You drag them to all four corners. You touch the turnbuckle.
That's, I mean, why
CrossFit won
not
by
be,
pinfall.
Well, that's stupid bullshit. That's WWE for you.
So the strap was just to fucking
Beat each
the
other
fuck
up.
out of each other.
Might as well just say no rules.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, hello.
Now, who that is up for
interpretation.
Who is that?
Right. We don't know until they unmute themselves. We'll know exactly who this is.
Oh, stay tuned. I don't know what that is.
And it won't let me unmute them.
That's all right. They'll unmute themselves when they're
Oh,
ready.
they left.
They just bailed.
You guys know who's fucking nuts is Bobby Fitz. Not in a good way either. I think he's fucking on drugs or something.
Yeah, we had some conversations about Bobby Fitz earlier.
I might have missed that.
March
Bobby Fish.
will be interesting.
March? What's in March?
The live show.
March
that he'll be at.
Madness.
What's gonna happen then?
Nothing at all.
No, I mean it'll just be interesting to see how he conducts himself around people.
I think he pulls a J and leaves the crazy at home and acts like a person.
No, the Mets are gonna go ahead.
Kind of hope not.
You think Aaron Judge will be back with the Yankees next year?
Yes.
30 years old.
Oh.
Someone's gonna pay him fucking 10 million. I mean 10 years.
But
Well,
he'll be 30 when he signs his contract.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's 31.
How come no one signs these guys when they're in like 24, 25?
Because you have them under control. Baseball.
Yeah, I think the rules are you have them under control for so long.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather pay him at that age than at like 36, 37,
have to.
38?
They
Well,
always
that's,
try to.
that's when it's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
Not all. What if you get stuck with them though? What if no?
Well,
one
I mean, if you get stuck with them, that's your fault for handing them the money.
But he'll have like 1 or 2 more good years, probably
But
plagued by injuries the second or the third. And then
I get what you're saying. You shouldn't have a guy come up on a contract year as someone like
well,
that.
you also shouldn't. They shouldn't have to wait till their 6th year in the league to become free agents. That's an insane rule.
Yeah,
I feel like
those
a
guys
lot of
got
these guys sign at 17, 18 years old.
well, they got screwed by the bargaining and all that shit.
Well, say it takes them like 3 years to get to the majors. Now they have to wait another 6 years. They've
Yeah.
now been trying at this for 9 years before they're going to get paid. What's the average
No.
career? Like 2-3 years?
Couple.
Baseball is longer than that.
Couple.
Not much though.
Well,
No.
you know, it's unfortunate.
But even the minimum is still good money. But it's not what a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean,
guys
make it that far. I mean, there's a lot of guys who
No.
they're stuck in the minors their whole career and they're making shit.
That's why my son will have a basketball in his hand. These bench players get paid $10 million a year.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
unreal. It's unreal. What
Yeah,
NBA players
Yeah, he doesn't fucking do anything. Yeah, he's getting fucking that much money.
Kelly Olynyk, just for being born tall, got paid like $60 million.
Yeah, right.
must
Like
be
you
nice.
walk. You know,
I would never know what that's like. I'm not tall.
idiot tall man.
If I could go back, I would be tall.
I'd ask for that. Yeah, give me like 5 inches. I'm 6'1". Give me like 6'6".
So you want to go
That's
back
the
and ask for 5
butterfly
inches?
effect, though. If they made you taller, though, something else would happen that you wouldn't like.
Yeah, cancer.
Yeah, height doesn't guarantee a thing. It actually just makes you feel stupid when other people talk about how much they could have dominated with it.
The taller you are, the better you are at life. What are you talking about?
Damn, I suck.
I mean,
People
I'm
who are
5'8". I'm doing all right. I feel like if I was 6'5", I could still be doing all right.
no, you'd be doing better though.
Probably. I mean, could be.
Like give me 6'6", and I'll be doing a lot better at 6'1".
Would you still dog a tryout, though, saying you had a messed up ankle?
No, I'd be like, I can't. They'd sign me because I was 6'6".
Do you think the Undertaker is really 6'10", or is that kind of like it?
I think he is.
I mean, he's close enough.
Oh,
He's at least 6'8".
I was going to say, if he's 6'8", are you going to argue?
I'm not arguing with that guy at all. You'd tell me he's 7'5", I agree.
if the
So that's
Undertaker,
the Andre trick.
I'm
What
not
would
getting
you
a
Stand
tombstone.
6'10", tell people you're 7'4".
the Undertaker couldn't be the Undertaker at 6'1".
That's probably true.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There's another women's match. It's a ladder match.
Like I can't be the
Yeah.
Undertaker. I'm not 6'10".
Why is there another women's match?
No, but you could be Brutus Beefcake.
6'5", 6'6",
You could
6'7".
be you could be Dynamite Kid.
No, dead.
You could be nobody.
Dead.
Could be dead.
Could be dead, yeah.
Dynamite
How
Kid.
tall was Owen?
Owen was like 34.
No, but how tall was he?
That's an
Oh, Owen?
honorary
Oh, they-
African American Owen.
6'3".
See?
No, I don't think he was 6'3".
I think
Owen?
Brett's only 6'2".
He's probably like 6'1".
I'd be shocked if Brett was 5'7". That guy's whack.
Stop that.
I mean, Shawn Michaels can't be more than 5'10".
Did Shawn Michaels' eyes
190
get
pounds.
crossed as he got older? I don't remember him like having these crazy crossed eyes.
He tells the story how it happened. He got like fucking kicked by someone. Didn't Kane do it to him or some shit? He tells the story how it happened.
He got hit so hard his eyes went crossed.
He did for
That
legit.
literally happened to him.
I mean, maybe he's working us, but I mean, what the fuck? His eyes fucked up.
Oh, if he's
Wasn't
working,
fucked up
he's
before.
committed. He walks around with it.
The
Do you
best is
remember
I
Robbie
don't know if
Gibson
you've
from
ever
Rock and Roll
seen,
Express?
there's that RVD shoot interview where he talks about Shawn Michaels, and when he does his impression of Shawn Michaels, he crosses his eyes. It's so fucking funny. It's fucking hysterical.
RVD's a funny dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he either got punched or he got kicked during a match, and that's what did it. And it's like, can't you get that fixed then? Like, wouldn't you be able to fix that?
I'm sure he could, but
How much money do you think like Shawn Michaels has made in his life?
Oh,
I think
millions upon
fuck.
millions.
You think a lot
Hundreds
though,
of
like for
millions.
like what he put his body through?
Well,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, back in '98, he was making $750 a year.
I cannot see shit. See shit.
So when he came back,
he married a Nitro girl.
I cannot see shit. I cannot see shit.
You don't know how many times I went on vacation from work and told everyone I was leaving to find my smile.
he's such an
I
asshole.
wish.
It was a great line. Gotta go
Fuck
find
Shawn
my smile.
Michaels. He sucks. I was a Bret Hart guy. HBK was a. The H stands for homo.
Brett's a fucking pain in the fucking ass, man. Brett's a look at pain in
We called Bret a couple times, didn't we, Tony?
that belt. Just won't go in without that belt.
Bret Hart looks like he smells. I think that's why I don't like him.
He never wanted to pass the torch to Austin. He wanted him and Sean, fucking pain in the ass. I knew he was a pain in the ass when he came back to WrestleMania 13. I was like, you can see he's about to become the biggest fucking pain in the ass you've ever seen in fucking wrestling. And he did. Formed the Hart Foundation. 97 was the biggest year for them. After
Top
WrestleMania.
favorite.
98
Wasn't it
was.
big? Like you just said, it was going to be basically him or Stone Cold that took off, right?
He could have put Stone Cold over WrestleMania 13. Like, come on. Like,
He didn't need to put, he
That
didn't
played
need to
out
put
great.
over then. If he stayed, if he never left, he would have put Austin over at 14 for the belt.
he didn't put him over at 13.
He didn't
that
need
played
to.
out-
He didn't have to.
That played out perfect though.
So what was the problem? He just wasn't like with the plan that they had.
He wanted to go into business for himself. He was the best there is, best there was, best there will be. Excellence, execution. Like never went off the top rope. He never went off the top rope in his entire life, except for like a suplex.
The best thing to do is have him win, lose, win, lose,
Oh,
win,
there's your
lose.
girl right there, Nikita. She's got the girls out for the boys.
Phew, I'm gonna go slap one ass cheek, take 14 steps, and slap the other. That thing's for real.
Bailey, man. Ugh.
Yeah,
Bailey.
Bailey doesn't do much for the
Who
team.
wants to go to the Undertaker one man
Oh,
show?
look who it is.
Up, wrinkle lady.
What's
There he
up,
is.
PhD?
Makeup wrinkle lady over there.
It's actual vodka.
Uh-oh, actual
Hey.
vodka.
No.
Was the first one to was that an imposter?
Did you dive off the wagon?
No, I'm getting there though. Sneaks
Alright,
is
well.
getting me there. There's a little attitude.
Sneaks was here earlier. He asked me to send you the link, but then he left.
It's really sad. No, I think we buried the hatchet. He came into my little.
I'm loving the Diet Pepsi snap.
He was
I'm,
on
I'm
the
I'm
team
drinking
earlier.
diet. I'm drinking Diet Pepsi too, Tony.
See, no.
Okay.
Look at that.
All right.
Look at Bianca Belair's ass.
You guys are the Pepsi twins.
Hey, High Blind Mike.
What's up?
Fuck you.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a little stiff.
I haven't seen him in a while. I feel like I owed it to him.
He hasn't been on. He comes on very sparingly.
never
at
seen
his
you
own
before.
Leisure.
What'd you say?
I've never seen you in person before.
What?
I don't think we've ever seen each other in person before.
Okay. I was using that, I guess, as a euphemism
Oh, I
for
gotcha.
talking to one another. But sure. If you want to take it literal, that's fine. Seems like a you thing.
Oh boy, I did fucked up.
You did. Is that Simon in your picture?
No, that's the
No.
family that Tim Ridgeld saved for a night.
Kind of looks like Simon and his girl in like a couple of years. Well, that's not true. Simon, she'll have killed Simon by then.
She probably will have harvested his organs by then.
Do I sound like a robot?
No, I think Tony's fucking around.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
So I
he
muted
muted.
him.
Ah.
Tony's
was-
a wild card.
I did listen to the bucket a little bit earlier today. It was good.
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Are you in the fantasy hockey league? Are we still doing that?
I don't even know what the fuck's going on with that.
I mean, I'm in one with my cousin and some of his friends, but
Oh,
I
your
didn't know
real
if
friends you're in. All right, I get it.
they're actually not my real friends. It's my cousin and then his friends. And then I missed the draft because he didn't tell me, so I got auto drafted. But I'm down to do it, but I don't know if it's too late now.
We haven't drafted ours, but we don't know if it's going to happen.
So it is funny that Sneaks thinks I just hate the show. I got a new job, which is part of it. And
Congrats on the new job.
yeah, but
New jobs are going around. Everyone's getting them.
But now, like, my shifts are like 12 to 9:30 because we're like an international company, so I have to be online for them, like, because they have to contact us for like some stuff like late, so I can't come over.
Well, it's a
But-
tough schedule.
I
Yeah,
thought the
so-
last rice bucket you were on a date at Applebee's.
Yeah, so I took off that day so I could be
Oh.
on, and then Sneaks kicked me from the Rice Bucket group, and so I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna get the link now, so I was like, she wanted to hang out anyway, so that's what I did.
I mean,
Beat it?
Did I beat it?
I agree with that move. Choose the girl over the show.
Yeah,
I get it.
it was funny. Pat put me back in the group, I think, before the show started, but I had already made the decision at that point. I already told her we were going to hang out, so.
Can't go back on your word with cards.
I do like that Sneaks has turned it into, what was the last thing he said? Lindsay has a fiance. Was he making like a presumption that I'm not, my girlfriend is,
Like
Lindsay?
Lindsay's fiance.
oh, okay. Oh, I thought he was saying that I'm dating Lindsay, or I'm engaged to Lindsay.
I'm actually in the car with Lindsay's fiance right now.
Is he from Hawaii?
You from Hawaii? No.
Oh,
No.
I think I heard him there too. I think I heard a.
I heard a no.
He's got an accent,
I did
but it's
too.
not Hawaiian.
Does he have an accent?
Where you from? He doesn't want to say. He's embarrassed.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
No, he doesn't want to dox himself. I
He
get
saw the documentary, so why would he?
He said Link's reaching out to him. He's nervous.
it.
Is Link the one that's? Oh, I've called the cops. Is that? Yeah, come on, Link. No, you didn't.
The
And even-
FBI is
and
involved.
even if you did, nothing's happening.
Imagine the cop who's like, he misses his family, just wants to go home. He gets that call.
It's like his shift is from 7 to 7, and it's 6:55, and it's Link going, "There's this guy on Twitter, man.
So,
This
Let-
fucking guy won't leave me
that's-
alone."
that's LEGKIRK.
Formerly known as FRED space MIZER. I've got the receipts, officer.
It's just what a world. What
And
a
he's-
world.
And then the officer's
You
like,
need to
okay, I'm
secure
gonna
the
pass
phone
this
records.
on, and then it just keeps getting passed on because nobody wants to deal with it.
The detectives are telling him it's going to the grand jury.
Was it Fez or Sneaks? The last screenshot they sent was like the cops basically just said, they're not filing anything against him. Just
All
I
that
think-
was probably Link.
what's that?
Anything like that was probably something that Link.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just can't remember. I think Fez put it up, but it was like essentially the cops put in some order, but like they're not going to do anything about it.
He's an idiot.
It's out of our jurisdiction.
I decided to poke him a little bit, and he starts naming. Not only does he name the company I don't work for anymore, that's not like secret. Like I've named my company plenty of times.
You made him look plenty of stupid on that one.
So I was just like, go ahead, call him, tell him I said hi. The fuck do I care? Even if I still worked there, I would have said the same thing to
No,
him.
it's just like, how lonely are you? That's like the first thing that comes to your mind. It's like, I should try and make this threat. Like, go
Right.
get a girlfriend or something. You pathetic
Yeah.
existence. Like, what the
He's
fuck?
like a baby Murchison.
It's just
He's trying to be.
like, you'd feel bad for him if it wasn't like such a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Imagine being the Murchison for Fez and Sneaks.
I'm thinking about it.
Where
We
the
have
fuck is
Bobby
that?
Fitz standing here. I think they have him a little tall. He's not that tall.
Bobby, you can tell by his hands, he's definitely short.
What the fuck?
227501. That birthday is off too. 7/23/91. No way.
He takes
Yeah.
me as a guy who talks loud too.
Probably in person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably
was it-
half deaf.
Oh yeah.
Hey, rim job too. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, when what's her name? Lauren or Laura?
Lauren.
Yeah.
Did he actually send her a dick pic?
I guarantee you he did. Guarantee it.
I don't know. He seems like the type to do it, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely, but I don't think he did.
I mean, I don't think Lauren would just make that up.
No, so no, what it was is he said he says a lot of like shit in the chat just randomly for some reason. Like he just comes out of nowhere with it. So he said he was gonna send Lauren a dick pic. Someone in the chat told her about it and told her to make that post.
Who told her?
I don't know if I'm at liberty to say, but he's one of the good ones.
Squid?
No, not Squid.
I don't
Wagon?
know what this video is. This. Hey Simon.
Oh boy, here we go.
What's going on, guys? Hey, Chris.
Not much.
What the fuck?
What's up,
Before
Frank?
before you start talking, I have this funny video I want to play. So just bear with me for one
Oh,
second.
jeez.
This
What
is
the
not-
fuck? Can you not box like
John.
that?
What the hell is this world coming to?
this is
James.
What is this world coming to?
we like to enjoy ourselves on 420 somewhere, but we do not like to.
You think that video is real?
It looks a little real to me.
I didn't play at all. There's more kids hitting something.
Well, it's just like, were they born with that instinct? Like the parents are just such like burners. They're just like
I think
past the DNA.
that they have no.
No parental oversight.
It's probably some idiot who's like, weed's not bad. I'll prove it. Like,
Yeah.
That sounds like a Jay's Mayhem move.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why Jay can't procreate. He'll do that.
Did you guys hear that last? I mean, I know you probably didn't watch it, but you know that book Jay sent me when I was at rehab.
Yeah, he asked for it back.
Yeah, he asked for it back.
What a dirtbag.
That's a fucking shit move.
He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was a library.
He's like, yeah, can I get it back? Probably needs it for his Bible, to be honest.
They're like, well, don't send it to me next time.
Yeah, my mom had to, because I was having her pick up my mail. She's the one who got it. She's like, this nice person from Lynn sent you a book.
And you told her to check it for a bomb.
Just, yeah, basically. Might as well be her, not me.
Yeah.
guy makes like $200 a week. He's spending money
What is
sending
this?
packages to people.
He was trying to
I
tell
want
Montante. He was trying to tell Montante he makes more money than him. Now I
No
don't know.
chance.
I don't really
I
know
don't
what
know.
Montante does, but Montante doesn't seem like the type of guy.
He works, he's a scrap metaler, Monsanto.
Like Montante's the guy that's got 5 jobs. But they're
Look at this thing.
What is
Look at this
that?
fucking weed trimmer for you.
Oh, there
I
you go.
want that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need that next year.
yeah, BA. I'm talking about the J book. He wants it back.
It'd be nice if Bill McNeil chipped in.
Chris,
about
where'd you see that?
I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. Let me.
Well, that thing's kind of cool though.
It's
I
on my
fucking-
timeline.
oh my god, I need that for next year. For
I
my
kind of want to
fucking-
stick my dick in it though.
It doesn't fuck
Oh,
up.
I would recommend you don't do that.
It
Yeah,
doesn't fuck
probably
up the
don't
nugs
do
though.
that.
What's that thing above it called? What does it say? Does that say the Terminator or Triminator?
Treminator. I
It
think.
looks like Triminator.
I gotta Google this gimmick right now.
Is
It's
that,
on.
is it-
That'll say. You know how much of a pain in the ass it is just to do one plant.
It's a huge pain in the ass. I'm about to do it. I'm about to go through it.
You can tell the guy who made the name was even high. They're like, "What do you want to call it?" It's like it's the Terminator, bro.
Terminator, bro.
dude, we're trimming
Yeah,
bushes,
bro.
dude.
It's Green Evolutions is the Twitter account that shared it.
Because that's more or less what I do myself. I'll cut off the main branch, and then I'm wearing gloves, and I'll take my hand and I'll just go down the branch to pull them all off. Because that's just the easiest way to do it.
Yeah,
You could be done by now with this machine.
that's a pretty nice fucking guy.
Dude, I would have been done 3 days, like a week ago.
If Bill McNeil would chip in,
What's that?
Sticking
your
dick in it would kind of hurt, wouldn't it?
Well, you're not supposed to stick your dick in it, at least.
that's
Probably
that
not
hasn't been
supposed to
proven
do
yet.
that. No.
That's still yet to
Wind
be
up with
decided.
spaghetti dick.
You can wind up with no dick.
I was gonna say spaghetti dick. You'd be lucky at that point.
Oh, sorry, I've been a
Nothing,
little
pretty
sick.
bad
lately.
ass. I want that. I want that Triminator bad.
I just know this is going to be too expensive, though.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, we have
6,000.
Michael
bucks.
Palmieri in the chat.
Come on the show, dickbag.
Yeah,
And everyone say
BA,
GVE on 3.
All I see is dry.
GVE.
one.
On my
No
on
one
my
else said
card,
it.
I was making fun of Fitzy, and I wrote as one of the topics
EVG.
GV who
EVG.
EVG.
Hold on.
1, 2, EVG.
EVG.
I'm not saying it again. This is offensive.
I'm at my parents' house, so he can't
It's
come
still
on.
on one.
I don't have to say GVE. It's still in my bio. So
It's been out of my bio. John yelled at me for it. I'm okay with that.
I even have the hashtag GVE. Jesus Christ.
In
I
a
try to
way,
keep a
looking
good
back,
relationship with
I
those
feel-
guys. I'm
I
not
feel like the
against
best
them as
thing
some are.
happened. A lot less nonsense now. No more wasted
HBM
fights.
has honor.
HBM does have honor.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's weird coming
Oh,
from
it's
BA, who doesn't have honor anymore.
That's. I don't know anything about that. That sounds like
Ouch.
nonsense.
You're talking to the original bandit here, so tread lightly.
Pat, you want to spend 13
You
grand
guys-
on that Triminator?
Is that what it is? I'm trying to. I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if I'm on the right website. Is
I'm
that
already
what
on
I'm
thin ice with all of you anyway. I'll take another step.
There is a Triminator website.
The Triminator.com, right?
Yeah, Bonnie's on it right now. The
You got to
cheapest
see if
one is
there's like a
$2,000.
base model.
HBM's price is probably right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say about 6,000.
What's your
Sounds
end
right.
product, rosin?
I bet that's right.
We lost Simon. Simon said he was tired of not being able to talk.
Hey, listen, no one likes Simon more than me, but Simon looks like shit.
He looked better with his hair and beard.
Uh huh.
I think he's being poisoned.
Here he is. Simon, are you being poisoned?
I was just telling everyone how good you're looking.
Sorry, I got knocked out.
I don't believe that.
You were locked out.
I have this fancy jetpack thing,
Nice.
and it's fucking up on me.
Simon, you letting the beard grow back?
A little bit. A little bit.
No.
Are you in the car as a
I'm
shout
not
out to me?
I'm not going to be Santa Claus this year, but it'll be trimmed.
You're definitely not fat enough. I'm sorry. You need to gain some weight.
Yeah.
That's something.
I've
Justin,
actually
that's something
I've
Justin can
actually
do.
lost a little bit.
Holy fuck!
I went
yeah.
down a whole pants.
God damn it! It's like fucking 20 grand.
20
20 grand?
Yeah, they're not cheap. It's
How's
cool
that?
though. If Terminator wants to reach out and sponsor us, send us a couple free.
Oh Christ, man! If I had one of those things, I'd be fucking in heaven.
You and me both.
Can you play that video? Holy fuck! That thing was so cool.
Can you
Let me go back
imagine?
to it.
Can you imagine having to explain why you need to finance a Triminator?
Yeah. I need a loan, small business loan.
Bill McNeil won't help out. I'm just sick of doing it by myself.
Call Boner Jams. He's got money.
Yeah, Bill McNeil should fucking buy this. He's the one who
I
doesn't
think he should
fucking
step up.
Oh my god.
That thing
dude.
is so sick, though.
Fucking bad. God, I need that fucking thing so bad.
It's like the cotton gin of weed.
The problem is,
Yeah,
you
it
do
is.
this, like the AI is just going to take over.
I mean,
That's the risk
Good.
I'm willing to take.
Good.
yeah,
Because I
AI
literally,
can
I
take
can
over
harvest
the
my
weed
whole
trimming game
crop
all
in
at
like
once.
a
You
day.
see,
It is legitimately the cotton gin.
you see Optimus from Tesla, how he does like basic office work, like moving packages around, passing out mail and stuff. It's just going to keep getting better until they don't need us anymore.
That is the coolest fucking
Well, that's
thing.
fine. Most of us don't want to work anyway.
No, that's the thing.
This,
It's
this
not
might
gonna
be one of
kill
the.
us.
This is like one of those. Vine. It's like a vine. Like
This could be ASMR for some people.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
it's like
for me it is.
satisfying.
That is
Keep
the
it on so
coolest
you don't want
fucking
it
thing.
anymore,
I
Pat.
swear to God, I wish I fucking had one of those things.
It doesn't like mess with like the nugs or anything, right?
No. Well, I mean, I do the same thing, so I don't mess with the nugs either. You just make sure you're right at the base of it. That way you don't squeeze the bud itself.
But you would just put that straight into the freezer, wouldn't you? You just drop it in a
Yeah,
bag
yeah,
and
yeah.
place it?
Yeah, no, I just go straight in because that's
Wait,
perfect.
weed lasts in the freezer like food?
No, so what I do is the way I extract my weed to make my dabs is I harvest it just like that right off the bat, and then I put it in freezer bags and put it in the freezer to freeze it, and then I'll wash it with water and ice to get all the trichomes, all the crystals off of it. Then I dry that in a freeze dryer and then heat press it to make the rosin.
It's a complicated process.
It's good stuff.
So Simon is dipping in out. Tony's trying to get back in, but he's not connected.
Are you gonna
We're
make
coming
edibles
up on
out
the
of
last
that?
10 minutes anyway. Go ahead, Doctor.
I can make edibles. So when you make like the hash, the bubble hash with the water and the ice, don't put Tony in for a second because I'm
I was waiting.
There's different grades of the hash with the bags. So there's a couple of the bags that it's not really worth pressing into rosin because it's got still too much of the plant material in it. So I use that to make edibles. And then when you press the rosin, you're still left with the little rosin bags that are like little pucks.
Yeah.
And you can boil that or put it in a crock pot with some coconut oil and then use that to make edibles.
That's actually sick. Whenever you decide to, or whenever you make the edibles, let me know. I'll pay you. Because I don't really have a connect here other than my buddy.
I want to
that
make
goes to
I
Denver.
want to make a lot of gummies.
Vodka, we make edibles all the time at my house.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, Chris can hook you up too. He does it more
I
often
just
than
don't
I
like
do.
this. I just don't like to smoke, so I only eat edibles.
You got to be careful with Chris's stuff though. Sometimes he doesn't know what he's doing and he gets you really fucked up.
Yeah,
I definitely don't need that. I don't need to be out of commission.
When you got a guy like fucking Stone Minifan,
Yeah,
who
I'm like a 10
says
milligram guy. I'm like a 10 milligram guy.
So that's
yeah, I
where
don't
we
know
have
if
our
Chris does 10 milligrams.
That's where we have our problems, knowing to go low. I aim low and I end up with 500 milligrams.
I've had a 20 before, and that kind of fucked me up.
Say this is one of Chris's edibles. That's fucking 10 milligrams.
All right. No.
I'd love to tell you he's wrong, but he's not. I've heard.
Well,
myself.
no, but
I-
as long as I know that, that's fine. That's fine. I'll pay for it. It's not like
At
I
the
wouldn't
same
pay for
time, we make edibles for my mom, and we make them at a strength that my mother's tiny, little 5 foot, 90-pound woman, and she's all
it.
right. with them.
I mean, I'm not gigantic. I'm 5'10", like 190. So it's not like
I'm saying I eat some of the stuff that we make, and I can't finish a show.
Okay.
Is that broccoli? Do you mean is that broccoli Rob?
Yeah, when you were doing the Terminator video over and
Yeah.
over again.
Is that broccoli Rob? You spelled it wrong, guy.
Terminator video is pretty bad.
Simon's broad is definitely on his Wi-Fi. Yeah, give vodka the mom dosage.
The mom
That's what I
dosage.
need. That's what I need. I'm a lightweight when it comes to that.
We're gonna do peanut butter cups next, I believe. At least that's the plan. So
That sounds good.
They tell you in rehab not to do the marijuana thing, but
There's no reason not to. It's just
Yeah.
medicine.
Yeah, I think they're just stuck in the AANA like thing. You
No,
know?
I
Yeah,
get
they're
it.
still kind of behind the times.
Yeah.
I technically went to an AA meeting for weed, trying to keep my job at Comcast years ago. I was trying to like put goodwill behind my name, so I went to an AA meeting.
Yeah.
Only the one time, that was it.
Did
'cause
they
I
hate
lost
you?
my
Did
job
they
a
hate
couple
you
days
because
later.
it was for weed? Because if you go
No,
to,
the one when I said, I was like, oh, how my name is so and so, and I'm
Yeah.
here because I'm addicted to weed, and one of the guys was like, keep coming.
yeah, no, the AA is way more accepting. If you go to an NA meeting and say you're an alcoholic, they'll fucking like
You don't belong here, man.
they'll fucking boo, get the fuck out of here.
It's fucked up.
Oh, you've never been to an NA meeting like that?
Not recently, I guess.
So when I went to rehab, every single day they would take you. We would alternate between AA meetings and NA meetings every single night. And if you go to an NA meeting, they want you to say, "Hey, my name's Brian. I have an addict." I can't remember exactly what they say. They don't want you to say I'm an alcoholic like they do at AA. But if you say I'm an alcoholic at NA, they're like, "What the fuck, man?"
This
We all
sounds
have
like
addictions.
shaming.
It is. It really is that. But it's a bunch of like. So I went to it in Greensboro, and it's like a really bad drug area, and it's all like kids that are like 27 and under. So that's why they like shame you. Yeah.
Oh, you're an alcoholic. Big fucking deal. I've been doing fucking OxyContin and crack my whole life.
You in here for some weed?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that movie with Bob Saget where he's like,
Yeah.
"You ever suck dick
Half
for
baked.
crack?" Yeah, half baked.
You in here for some marijuana? This is bullshit. That was the first time I'd seen Bob Saget in something other than that, so I was like,
Other than Full House?
"Holy fuck!"
Yeah. I think that was the same for me. I was like, this motherfucker is cusses and shit.
Yeah.
Talking about sucking dick.
Did he just say he sucked dick?
You ever suck dick for crack?
I didn't think so.
Boo this man, the other guy.
NA is gatekeeping addiction.
They do, bro. They don't believe I mean, they may believe alcohol is addiction, but they don't want us
It's a
there.
pussy addiction.
Yeah, they don't want us
It's
there.
just like, why would you like ever like be against somebody trying to get help? I don't get it.
Which is crazy because alcohol is the only one where if you get bad enough withdrawals, you can actually die. Like if
Right.
you get like heroin withdrawals, it'll feel like you're dying, but you won't die. Alcohol, you will.
Isn't I'm trying to think of it. There is a pharmaceutical that the withdrawals will. Is it Xanax? I think it's Xanax.
That helps like the withdrawals.
No, if you are addicted to it and you try to get off it cold turkey, you could die.
I don't know if there's pharmaceuticals that do that.
The only one that
Xanax.
kind of sounds like possibly like that is like a Zoloft, like an anxiety medicine. Like if you take it for like a year and then you just stop, I think you can have a bad effect.
Oh, that probably makes sense too. What is the withdrawal Mount Rushmore? It's got to be alcohol is number one. That's
I mean, I
George.
wouldn't even
Well,
know.
alcohol is George Washington.
Like I love trolling people
Alcohol
online,
counts all
so the
right.
idea that I could just go to an addiction meeting and get away with trolling people, be like, hey, I'm here for this reason, be like, pussy.
Do they sell? I don't know if it's just a down here thing, like Virginia, North Carolina. They sell. So George Washington used to he had a pumpkin beer recipe, and they sell it here. Like some company remade it. Like they found it, remade it. Do they sell that up there?
I've never seen it.
I don't
I
remember.
did-
Did
I literally
they make
never
it with
drink
slave
alcohol.
blood because he had some slaves?
What is the withdrawal Mount Rushmore?
I think there's a weed withdrawal. I think people when they smoke weed a lot and then they don't
There
for a
is.
day, they feel funny.
Yeah, I think it's just called depression.
Could be. Could
Why
be.
do I feel like shit today?
Like, why don't I feel like
Yeah.
real vibey?
Why do I not feel high?
Dude, there's people that do that, BA.
Yeah,
like
for
there's people
sure.
that go to those and troll them.
Absolutely.
My only experience with AA is I had an ex-fiance who was an alcoholic, and I was trying to help her out, trying to save the relationship. So I went to a few meetings with her, and I'm not a drinker, but after those meetings, I wanted to get fucking hammered.
Went backwards.
So
Eh?
depressing. The stories suck. Everyone fucking
Dude, there's guys. I still do some virtual ones sometimes if I'm like feeling weird. There's guys there that they've been going to AA meetings straight every single day for like 25 years.
Every day, huh?
Every single day. Like they'll go on vacation. Like this guy was telling me the story. Like he went on vacation to Jamaica and he would found an AA meeting in Jamaica and went to it like
Oh,
the
wow.
entire 2 weeks they were there. And I was like,
That's the last place you
Yeah.
want to be.
Making AA. That's
Jamaica.
fucking trippy.
dude,
See,
you can literally find an AA meeting everywhere.
That's
Every
the
single
guy that's
fucking
the
place.
most scared of like falling off though, because he's like, if I don't keep this consistency, then I'm
Right.
Yeah,
some-
like
it's
I
not-
I had respect for him, but I also was in that moment. I was like, dude, I cannot be that person. There's no way I'm going to Jamaica if that's my vacation. And
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
going
say,
to
that-
AA meetings.
That's the one place that's you got to think of somewhere else to go. Like,
Yeah, I gotta
Maybe
be.
don't put yourself
you're
in
an
that
alcoholic and you're that concerned that you're gonna relapse. You're pretty much done with Caribbean vacations.
Right.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
go
I'm
to the
going- I'm-
beach. Go to the mountains.
We're
Right.
going to Mardi Gras. I'm gonna try to find an AA meeting.
Oh Christ! They probably get drunk at the AA meetings in Mardi Gras.
Dude,
What do I do with these beads if
before
I'm not
rehab, I
drunk?
used to go to the AA meetings drunk.
But out of curiosity, does it help you when you talk about it like this, or is it easier for you to just like kind of not
It's
even
easier-
talk about it at all?
It's easier talking about it with you guys compared to them. Yeah. So this
we're
is
better
this
than
is
the AA
better.
guys.
But
I always
We
wonder
don't make
about
you
that.
find a higher power.
well, I didn't participate in that portion of it, but
It's one of the steps, man. It's one of the steps.
yeah, you make but you can make your own self-conscious your higher power.
Yeah, that's a gimmick.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
I,
there's nothing
maybe I
like
should
that.
fall off the wagon again. You're right. Let's fucking
No,
let's do this.
no.
I mean,
You
that
need
was
to
a
get on
joke. That was
di-
Chris. I was joking.
You always
Don't
got the
fall off wagon.
Redskins.
Get on a different wagon.
All right. Yeah, you didn't have to do
Become a
that.
pothead.
What's become one of the fun? I mean, it's not fun. It's hard to describe it, but I remember when my two oldest nephews, their dad, he was an alcoholic, and I always knew when, if you couldn't smell it on him, you always knew when he had been drinking because he would play The Last Waltz, the documentary, which I love now. Back then, I mean, I every time he would play it, I'd get annoyed, but now I love it. But yeah, it's just little things like that how you can tell, and
It's funny
and it's like,
what lengths people will go to, like what lengths we'll go to hide it. Like
Dude,
one of the things I'd do to hide it is I'd always have a cup with me with like Coke or Pepsi in it.
yeah, oh, yeah, that's what he would do too.
Right, and I would have so I would put airplane bottles in my pockets, and I'd go to the bathroom, I'd refill it, and in my head nobody would know, and they'd be like, why don't you drink like your Pepsi out of the bottle you've got? And I'd be like, well, if I drink it too fast, I'll get heartburn, so I pour it in a cup. And I thought I was fucking tricking everyone.
Why didn't you just pour your nip bottle into the Pepsi?
No, I did that too sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a take from BA.
That guy going to AA in Jamaica, he got addicted to AA. If you think
That's the thing. He's
true.
still addicted to. That's what I mean. It's
Yeah,
like,
no.
He has to keep the habit still.
I mean, yeah, nothing. Just because you quit alcohol doesn't mean you don't get addicted to something else.
I used to go to the bar every night. Now I go to AA every afternoon.
Guy should get help.
I'm addicted to AA.
What's the AA equivalent of getting addicted to AA?
Don't go to NA. They'll fucking shit all over
You
you.
have
That's
to
why
go
you're
to AA and
you're fucking here.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Like
Anonymous.
if you get addicted to AA, you have to go to NA.
You're upset that you won. What the fuck?
Can you
My
imagine
name's
going to
Chris.
AA?
I'm addicted to AA.
You go to NA. Your addiction is AA. Oh, that would be funny, actually.
Speaking of fucking A period, Simon fucking whew.
Yikes.
I mean, yeah.
Poor Simon.
I'm worried about him. I'm a big Simon guy.
We're all Simon fans here.
You were very supportive. Was it today or it was recently? You replied to one of his tweets.
Jason from Attleboro also has control of my Twitter account. People forget that.
No, I know.
Well, there was an episode of this where I was really supportive of Simon, where I was telling him that girl was going to kill him, and I did it the entire episode.
I
I
think
was
that was
trying-
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I was trying to get him to get away, and he won't.
He loves her. but
he
not in a
doesn't.
sexual way.
No, he doesn't.
BA's still my 1, 2, and 3 for Vegas trips.
You know who I'd go to Vegas with? Can it be girls or it has to be guys?
No, it could be whomever.
It can be women. It can be bitches.
Sure.
All right, I'd bring Red. I would bring.
That's a good setup.
Tabernac.
No, that was pretty funny. There's a reason why I miss having you on these shows. I blame Mike.
I'm trying to spend more time with my wife on these nights. But
Honorable.
I'm not trying to shame you. If you don't want to be on, you don't have to be on. For
you
whatever
know who
reason.
fucking who lost his fastball? Is Bio Dude. Where's his show?
He was on
Yeah,
Saturday night.
What about his Friday show with Hit the Post?
He
I
only
know, he hasn't been doing his Friday show.
He did a show with Sig.
He combined the two
Dude.
in one show. He said it was too much of a workload for him.
Buck Showalter almost fucking stuck his finger up fucking DeGrom's ass.
Nobody has better names than baseball people. Madison Bumgarner.
How do you
Pokey
Hockey's
Reese?
got some good names though.
how do you garden a bum? How do you be a bum gardener? You just I don't get it.
That's how
Dude,
last
that
names were
was
made,
so
right? It was
weird.
based
He,
off of their jobs at the time.
There's a guy that I work
Yeah,
with
that's
named
what I'm
Will Bumgardner. And I was like, are you related to the fucking pitcher?
It was garden bums.
There can't be too many bum gardeners.
Yeah.
When,
he's like,
when I worked at Comcast my first year, it was back in 2004, and I had a service call in Andover at this apartment building, and the last name was Jastrzemski. So when I told the dispatcher that that's my next one, she saw that the order and was like, "Do you think they're related to him?"
In Andover, maybe.
You're going to his house, dude.
It was Mike. It was Mike Jastrzemski.
Oh,
He was a
shit.
little boy then.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so he was a little boy then. I was at his mother's house, and I said to him, I asked him, I go, "Hey, I have to ask, are you related to the guy?" And so she goes, "Do you want to tell him?" And he goes, "It's my grandfather," and it was Mike.
Oh shit!
Who
It
now
actually
plays
was.
for the fucking San Francisco Giants.
Nice.
Oh shit!
And we have Robbie V jumping on at the very end of the show.
Robbie.
Yeah, I figured. I was
I
watching.
have no intro music for you.
That's all right. Don't worry
It's
about
all
it.
right.
It's all
I'm
right.
not John.
It's all good. All good.
I seen you flashing your colors earlier, Robbie. So woo.
Yeah, dude. Well, I was hoping
Oh, you're in a
to-
gang, Robbie?
No,
Big
it's for the Wells. It's for the Wells flag. BC. Since the
Oh,
red bandana for Wells.
red bandana gang.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, that's the game. That was this weekend, right? The red bandana game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they
Did they win?
they're losing 17-3. But what are you gonna do? I mean,
Well, I mean, BC is trash at football right now. So
yeah, they are.
I mean,
Well, I mean, they'd be better if they had an offensive line. But what are you gonna do? You know,
well, that's
It's usually-
a
it
major
might help.
part of
That's clear.
usually
That's
helps
football.
it is.
that's football.
No, I know. Halfley didn't recruit as good a lineman as he should have, unfortunately. But
It's hard to score a lot of points when your defense has to do it.
yeah,
yeah. That's not what defense
SEC's
is made
paying
for.
all the good players.
I'm the MVP.
There you go.
We've been with this rap shit.
Is that you, Pat?
Yeah.
Wait a second. If you got this and I didn't get goosebumps,
I'm the man.
I didn't provide anybody with music. You gotta talk to Pat. He's the musical engineer of the show.
oh,
I got it.
oh, can I
That's
get
what
my,
I've always wanted to be. I always wanted to just be the guy in the background without not the guy on the camera. I want to be the guy
Okay.
playing all the shit.
can I get my goosebumps theme, please?
All right, hold on.
I mean,
I
had
haven't
to
heard
I
it in
had to play the
35
fucking
years,
Terminator
except for when you
video
guys
15
play it
times for Pat,
on the
so-
outro of Hit the Rice Bucket where the Caps get scored on.
Oh, that's right. So,
Well, we're getting the video now.
forgive me.
No. Okay, no. I'll leave. Don't do it. I'll leave. I'll leave. Don't do it. Don't do it.
How would you leave?
God damn it. Just do it.
Possession. York, center ice. Puts it across. Neely. Bartolo scores! Bartolo on his second bid in front of Posey makes it 3-0.
We got lightning quick hands, Greg. I'm almost certain that he got his own rebound on that in the space of a tenth of a second.
He may not have gotten wood on the original one, Dave. He took a swipe at it. Now he takes it, a great pass right here. But he takes it off his feet, right there off the foot. There's the swipe and the miss. Usyk never got down in time. Big man, a long way for him to get down. Then he just redirects his soft hand tip, really.
You see that happen a lot, where the guy's in tight, misses, lands on his first shot. The goaltender's got to go.
You will beware. You're in for a scare.
And I'm not going to say anything mean to you the rest of the show.
Kolzig sucked.
Okay. I only have his.
He had that one good year.
I only have that autographed picture in my room above my bed. Also, that entry into the zone looked offside. So.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Go ahead. Set a protest for a 30-year-old game.
I mean, I looked offside. Somebody call Toronto, please.
Sure.
All right, guys. I love hanging out with you, and you can keep going as long as Pat's here. But I'm gonna get off so I can spend time with Bonnie.
I'm going to hang out for a little bit, for like 10, 15
stick
minutes.
around. I'll stick around.
So you can control the show. I'm just gonna say goodbye. Have a good week, everybody. See you next week.
Oh yeah.
See you, Chris.
You too, Chris.
Bye, HPM. You didn't want to
Goodbye there.
You didn't
Yeah,
want to.
him and Chris are double. They're a tag team, I guess.
All right. Here's a little the rice bucket talk, Pat.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna bleed into some rice bucket.
Well, I mean, I have a screenshot where I could drop it on old Sneaks at any time.
What's that?
Where me and you talked a couple weeks ago. It's our show.
It is our show. We created it.
Yep. I just don't want that to ever be forgotten. I could disappear. It's our show, me and you. I want that known.
No,
But-
it was our idea, and you named it, and you had your
Cousin.
create the logo.
Yeah. Same cousin that I wasn't around for the first fantasy draft. I heard Sneaks is about to quit the rice bucket. That's what BA just said in chat.
Yeah, BA's talking nonsense.
Yeah, BA, he's got too much pride to quit now.
He's taken more of a lead on it, if anything.
No, he has it, and that's good. I'm
usually
appreciative
the
of it.
one. If you're not there, I'm usually the one who'll do like the little intro, and he jumped right into it. So I'm like, all right. Go ahead.
No, it's just funny. I just find it funny that he's like, he hates it. Dude, that one day he sent like 45 messages at 5:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, you're just talking to yourself, huh? Like, nobody even responded. I was like,
I might have been up, but I just let him go.
Yeah, but nobody responded.
They weren't directed towards me either. So
Right. No, I don't care. The next time I have off at that normal time, I'll be there.
So should we figure it out so you can be still on it?
Well, I'm talking to my job now, so I can see if I can because you're either working 7:30 to 5:30 or you're working 12 to 9:30, just so we have enough like coverage of dealing with the international clients and like our international like co-workers. So
so you're on the 12 to 9 shift then?
Yeah, that's unfortunately for now because I'm the new guy.
Oh, did you get a new job, Parker?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
like I'm like the operations coordinator for this. It's what I was doing before.
Yeah.
But it's for like this IT company, and so I have to be around because they're technically based in Germany, and we have.
Oh yeah.
And BA said what happened to date night. That day I took off. That day I asked to be early, and I just made up some story about. I said I had to go to a doctor's appointment at like 5, which I don't even know if the doctors are open that late. But
see, my phone's on Do Not Disturb.
But
I have like sleep mode set up on my phone, so I don't get interrupted by messages that early. But sometimes I am up that early.
But they let me off. But that same day, Sneaks blocked me, and then that kicked me out of the rice bucket chat. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not going to be on it because I won't be able to get the link. I don't feel like asking anybody, so I'll just go hang out with the girl. That's what I did. But now it's been what, 2 weeks now? Because that was the week before, and then it was this week, and so
Yeah, so it's been the last 2 shows.
yeah. But No, I think I'll be able to figure it out here in the next week or so because I've got some plans to tell my boss here, so I can get back in for Mondays and Thursdays. Because if Sneak thinks he's gonna what do he say? I'm the new alpha. Okay, buddy. Okay. Just fucking go back. Just go. Oh no, the more the merrier. But just go back on Twitter, and that's where you'll be the alpha. You're not gonna be the alpha here, dog. Sorry. When I'm here, it's me and Pat. We're the alphas, and you're the guest host that day.
I'm not the. I'm just there.
No, Pat, you're the alpha. We're the alphas. If we created the show, which we did, we're the alphas. That's the way it works. Robbie V, is that how that works? If two people create the show, are they the alphas of the show?
I usually just stay out of these things. You know, I have no desire. I'm just saying.
I have a feeling at like fucking 5 a.m.
Snakes isn't gonna attack you, Robbie.
I just stay out of it. I don't need. Dude, no, I mean, I haven't been active much on Twitter lately because
it's our show.
Yeah, like I've been so fucking busy at work. I just don't have any bandwidth.
It's our show. No one's ever gonna get fired off the show,
other than Willie G.
But even so, we still would have Willie on to give him his obnoxious takes. But he decided not to come on anymore. You know, we don't fire anyone. We just obviously there's one person who doesn't come on at all because that's the reason why we made the channel. Yeah. You seem to like to still hang out with him, but that's fine.
I like to hang out with the people that like to hang out with him. Do you get that? I want that known. That's what I'm saying. I like to hang out with the people that still like to bring him into the fold. That doesn't mean I like hanging out with him. He's asking me for the book back that he gave me when I was in rehab.
What? Really?
Yes, he sent me when I was in rehab. Robbie V doesn't know.
I knew about this. He sent you the book.
He sent me a book. He wants it back. He sent me a message. He wants it back.
Tell him to fucking get $10 for FedEx and send it.
No, I told him he's not getting it back.
Good luck. Yeah. Like, you send the book and someone in rehab.
I'd literally rather Venmo him than give him the. I'll Venmo him $100 before I give him the book back now.
Oh, don't do that.
No, I'm not. That was a hypothetical, Robbie.
Dude, don't encourage him.
Don't do that.
He's Indian giving the book.
Yes, he is Indian giving the book. Because he literally sent that to me thinking I'd be able to get it in rehab to read it to help me. And now he wants it back.
I mean, obviously,
I'll never forget the day that I used the phone. I called my mom, and she goes, "Did you know this nice person from Lynn, Massachusetts, sent you this book about making your life better?" And I was like, "No, wait, did you say Lynn?" Oh, and then my brain clicked. I was like, "Oh, fucking Jay, dude, this fucking guy."
Well, it wasn't Robbie V who went on a case of high noons, took an Uber from Lynn, and figured hit FedEx at 6 a.m. and banged out of work the next day. Yeah.
That would have been more beneficial to me. I would have drank a fucking high noon then. I was dying in there, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
God,
I feel bad. I haven't had time to do any of that shit with the whole. I mean, I don't want to bore anyone, but like the whole market volatility has just been nuts at work.
Oh yeah, man. It's
whatever.
It's not great. It's not great right now. I think Pat knows that. I think we all know that. The market sucks. We're gonna. It's recession time, baby.
Yeah. You guys going to Maine? March?
I am. I'll be there.
Nice. It'll be actually good to meet some of you guys in person.
Oh yeah, because you weren't at the Wilbur, right? Yeah, I didn't see you.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
I was thinking about buying a ticket to trivia. I'm not going to Maine. I'll buy a ticket to trivia.
Where are they doing that?
Yeah,
it's at the House of Blues in Boston.
Oh, really? Oh, they are. Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. No offense to the show. I'm sure the live shows are cool. I'd rather go to trivia.
To be honest, it's the stuff before the live show is what that's why I bought the ticket. Is like the hangout before the show. The live show will be fine. But it's really the hanging out with the fans before it is what's fun. And that's why the soccer shows were always fun because it was basically just like a big tailgate.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the Southwest miles that I could go up there pretty much for free. It's just I don't know where I'd stay.
What, in Portland?
Yeah, Portland sucks. Portland's expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
not
mean,
Marsh.
there's nothing. I'm sure Maine's a great state. There's
Yeah,
nothing about that state that it actually appeals me when I think about it, though.
Maine's good for one thing.
Yeah, probably.
I
Yeah,
think
that.
lobster rolls too. Pat. Now, come on. Actually, you know what's funny is in Portland they have a place, High Roller. It's they have a food truck for lobster rolls. It's actually really good. And they actually have a restaurant up in Portland. The food truck actually goes to the brewery. What's it called? Vitamin C. It's like down the street from my house. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's a good take. You know.
Yeah, I'll probably. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna set something up. There'll be like a hangout, and I'll head up a little earlier so I can hit up a dispensary up there. To get
How
some
far is Portland, Maine from Boston?
It's like 2.5, right?
So I'll base on where I live. Where I live, it's an hour. It's approximately an hour to get to Portland from my house.
Oh, that's close as fuck.
If I was to drive from my house to Boston, it would take me probably about, with no traffic, it would take me like 40 minutes.
Okay.
It's also
How long does it take you? How long does it take you to get to the Bruins games? About that same amount.
Yeah, I mean, when I lived in Lawrence, it would take me like about 20-25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can fly. If you have
no traffic, and if there's no traffic and you can fly, I mean, I know exactly where I can go in and where I park and stuff. So
yeah,
it's just the traffic that what sucks.
Pat, are you still coming down here?
Yeah, I just don't know exactly when.
Okay.
I start the gig a week from Monday. I already got my work laptops back there.
Oh yeah.
I already got all that shit from them.
Oh, Pat, you got a new job?
Yeah, I got a new gig.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah. Well, he's coming down here.
Getting
He's coming down here to.
Yeah, I got to
North
do some
Carolina.
training.
Nice.
So what I'm doing now is more like residential than commercial cabling, wiring.
Awesome.
It's a lot of new construction houses that like big houses too, I guess, that want like a home theater, or they want like, motorized shades. You walk into the friggin' room and you press a button and the shades go up and the lights go on and the music plays and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
All home automation stuff. So
all the rich North fucks are moving down here. So.
Oh yeah.
Which is not a bad idea.
So their headquarters of the company that
Charlotte.
I was using. Yeah, it's in Charlotte. And I was using their stuff with my old employer, so that's why these guys were like, "Oh fuck, yeah, we'll hire you for the same money you were making at the previous place. We'll give you an extra week of vacation, and here's a brand new fucking laptop." And it's just the little things that I can tell that this place is just a little bit more organized and a little bit more of a.
Let me know when you get here too, because Charlotte's like 2.5-3 hours away, so it's not like the easiest
right.
drive, but it's all highway. So, but I'd just come to you because there's nothing in between. Like the thing in between, like the only decent city in between is Greensboro. That's not that great. So
right.
You'd either come to me in Raleigh, or I just come to you in Charlotte, and I'd rather just come to you in Charlotte because Charlotte's, I don't go there a lot, so it'll be nice to like see it. Because I literally the only reason I ever go to Charlotte is when the Redskins play the Panthers.
Right. So if I'm in Charlotte though, and I wanted to go see my family in Pinehurst, would it make sense?
No, you'd have to come to me. You'd have
to
that's
what I'm saying.
Towards me,
right? Yeah.
So they probably wouldn't take you to Raleigh. There's back roads to get there that just kind of go straight there because like Pinehurst is near Fayetteville, like where Fort Bragg is. So there's roads to get there, but that's probably I'll look it up right now. I think that's probably 3.5 hours away. Charlotte to Pinehurst. Pinehurst is the shit, dude.
I mean, I haven't been there.
I don't really even like. No, there's a road. You can get there in an hour and 58 minutes.
Wow,
Oh, I didn't realize Pinehurst was that far west. It's pretty close to Fort Bragg. It's just way more west than I thought it was. Yeah, so it's not as bad as I thought. It's like in 2 hours. But Pinehurst is the shit if you can get a tee time on any of the courses.
I played. I forget which course I played, but I played a course. I mean, this was like I said, this was like 21 years ago. So
I'm not even like a big golfer.
Neither am I.
You get a chance to be here, you got to play Pinehurst. Like if you're not good, just get buddies and go because it's fucking. It's gonna be a great time.
That course is hard as hell, right? You're talking about
Number two is
number two
is hard as hell. That's where they do the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin's played Bethpage
every
Black
once in a
in New
while.
York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
No, but
I heard that's hard too.
it is. He
that's why
literally
you play.
walked up
That's why
and-
you go there with your boys and you play best ball, and you still, and
Yeah.
you'll still get double bogey.
he was.
But it's fun.
Well, he was by himself and he walked up and I think he was in town for like business or something and he was just like, "Hey, do you have any available tee times?" And they were like, one guy just dropped out. He's like, "You got 5 minutes to get to the tee box." So he just spent it, like, he was just like, whatever, you know.
Other than Riggs being at Pinehurst for a long time, there's a reason he cried. That place is great. I love when I'm there. When I have a reason to be down there, it's great.
I forget which course my grandparents lived on when I was down there, and my aunt used to work, I think, in the like HR or something like that. I don't know, or their hospitality or some shit. I don't know.
They have a private airport that's like 7 miles away just for the golf course.
For the golfers to get in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. It really is. You feel I don't know. You almost don't even feel like you're in North Carolina sometimes. You just feel like you're in this own section of the world that's just cut off. Like there's like every section that you go with houses is like gated and.
Oh yeah. Right.
Only almost every major like big time golfer you could think of has a house there. So.
Fucking thing.
Yeah, hit the poster said Riggs had a presidential suite for like 6 months. Yeah, he did during COVID.
Oh yeah, he's fucking living life.
Dude, I just can't even. I mean, I'd probably cry too. Just fucking, imagine just getting fucking. If you're in the like a presidential suite or a suite where they're just fucking delivering shit to you and Barstool's paying for it or however. I don't even know. Maybe they're just letting him do it for free. I imagine they're just letting him do it for free because he would just keep posting videos of Pinehurst. Do you remember that? Every single he just.
Yeah.
Do you remember that during COVID? He would just every single day during his daily 9 of doing putting shit. It was just a different hole of Pinehurst. I was like, this guy's just like living some dream life.
I couldn't imagine.
The guy's like my age. He's 35. He's fucking putting at like the best goddamn places in the world.
Come on, BC. Jesus.
Who's Washington playing tomorrow?
I didn't even look because I'm upset because I don't know if Kuzi's gonna play. I don't know if Tom Wilson's gonna play. I don't know if Oshie's gonna play. They're still all kind of still recovering from off-season surgery.
What about the Commanders?
I don't know what that team. I don't know what team that is. What team's that?
The Redskins.
There you go. Yeah, we play the Titans at home. We'll lose.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't like this. Okay, I don't ever get to talk about my football team, but the fact that they kept Carson Wentz in that entire fucking game and didn't put it. I don't care about our draft picks. I want to win fucking games. Put Taylor Heineke in the fucking game. Put Sam Howell in the fucking game. Get that fucking bum. I don't care that he makes a lot of money. Get him out of the fucking game. That guy can't throw. Me, Pat, and Robbie could throw more completions than that fucking dickhead.
I don't know.
That guy can't check. That guy can't check down. He can't check down properly.
I know. He looked awful against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Put Taylor Heineke in the game. That guy cares. That guy wants to win. Sam Howell wants to play. He wants to win. I watched him at UNC. He's right down the street. I know that kid can play. Carson Wentz can't play the game anymore. It's like it's in his brain that he got traded so many times. Like he can't fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
think
if
you
you guys
got it?
you guys probably haven't watched any of our games, but it's
I have.
it's embarrassing
Red
to
zone.
watch. It's embarrassing to watch.
Yeah, I actually watched most of the Eagles Redskins games because Jalen Hurts is the fantasy QB for my 3 fantasy teams. So, had to watch a lot
I'm
of.
sure that was fun for you.
Oh, he was scoring. I was happy. Gotta get wins somehow. Although
Right.
having your 3 teams tied to one guy isn't exactly the
I'm
best.
also a lot more mad. I put a $500 future that we would win the division. So that's just a lost $500 when the end of this season's over. So that's not great for me.
Yeah, it's still
So
time.
what is that? Because it's Dallas and the Giants are both 3-1, right?
No, it's
Oh, the Eagles are 4-0. Yeah, fuck it. That's
it's
right.
over.
Forgot about the
It's
Eagles.
over. It's fucking over. Unless the Eagles have a collapse and we just fucking win out, it's over.
The Eagles
Everybody,
are a tank.
brother, the NFC East is actually good right now, except for
I
us.
know.
The Eagles are 4-0. The Cowboys are 3-1. The Giants are 3-1, and we're 1-3. And I have $500 fucking dollars on us to win the division. I just lost $500
Should have just lit on fire.
on week 4, week 5. It's gone, over. And now I just have to look at my pending account of $500 until the end of the season.
What do you?
I just really thought like the defense. God, it's like every fucking team I like is just dog shit. Dog shit. Nationals suck. The Caps aren't. We'll make the playoffs. We'll lose in the first round. The Bullets are non-existent, and the Commanders are non-existent. The Redskins are non-existent.
But you at least got you got a recent Stanley Cup and you got a recent World Series win though.
That's the only thing I can hold on to is that Stanley Cup win. I know Sneaks talk shit about me going to the parade. It was the greatest day of my life. You guys talked about your summer from 2011. I don't live there anymore. So that day was the best day of my life. When fucking Oshie chugged the beer through his shirt, and then Ovi screaming in the microphone, "We're not going to be sucked next year," even though we did.
Yeah, that was great. I did like that. We're not going to be fucking stuck.
Then they're jumping in the fountains, and it was that. It's what you guys had. I just wasn't able to be up there all the time. But
No,
watching it made my life happy. It made my life better. I have this audio recording of some guy I met in college that I got into hockey. Didn't know anything about hockey. I got him into hockey. Was a Caps fan. He just the day that we beat Vegas, Game 5. It's like a 2-minute voicemail of him just screaming at me. We fucking did it. We fucking did it. And he starts crying at the. It's I don't know. Whatever.
No, I had a lot of people texting me being like same thing.
Yeah.
Because they knew how much of a fan I was.
I shut my phone off.
Did you?
No, I did. No, I did because I was in Weymouth at the Union Brew House, and then I remember during because it's kind of funny. Well, not really, but whatever. Sully and Billerica, we watched Game 6 together at his place in Hingham, and then he had to go on the road in Connecticut, and so I put my phone off when they won it, but I started to believe they would win it when Patrice's goal, it got held up and whatever. And then when Marchand hit the second one, I was just like, holy fuck, this is actually going to happen. I always remember in the city was just on fire for those 2 months because game 4 at Whiskey Priest, I remember sitting there after I got off work. I saw Billerica, he was doing some convention. We were drinking and whatnot, and I turned around when the game started, and the whole place was just fucking wall to wall. I was just like, Jesus Christ! For the Game 4 against Philly, I mean, it was a pretty epic night. It was a nice win. I mean, it was so epic. I didn't realize Patrice Bergeron got concussed until my cousin from Philly called me the next day and told me about it. But what are you gonna do? So.
Yeah, I was rooting for the other series that were still going on to go on as long as they could to keep
Yeah.
them going.
I mean,
I was rooting for the Canucks that series. I'm sorry, guys.
it's all right. We all make mistakes.
I mean, I'm not gonna root for. No offense. I mean, you guys.
Oh.
Would you guys root for the Caps against the Canucks? Or like, you're not gonna root for the Caps?
Yeah,
right?
I would. Yeah, I would. I rooted for them.
I did.
I rooted for you guys over Vegas.
Well, that was for. That was
Now,
for
if the Bruins had never won-
That was for the integrity of the NHL. You cannot have the expansion team win the.
So that was one. That was a little bit of the reason. Number two, I wanted Ovi to get a cup because he deserved it.
Yeah.
Now I'll go back now and say if the Bruins didn't win in 2011, I would have said fuck it. Maybe I probably would have even wanted the Caps to win even more. So actually, now that I think about it, but
You can't have an expansion team win.
well, dude. So say if they lost to Vegas, would you have like jumped in front of a train?
I would have killed myself. I probably would. Or at least I would have thought about it. I would have thought about it.
You would have seriously had. You would have been
I
like.
would have had to have a real conversation with myself whether it was better or not. Because there wasn't going to be a better time. Because literally, what happened after that was
all the stars aligned.
Right. What was going to happen after that if they won was still the same thing was going to happen that for the Caps, regardless. So. Had we not won, I would have had a real conversation whether this life was worth living anymore.
But
I love the Caps. I love the Caps. Probably more than I love anything in my life. Maybe my daughter is first, barely. The Caps are second.
I'll be honest.
Then the Redskins. The Redskins are probably like 5 notches down, and then the Bullets. Then the Nats. Well, it's actually probably DC United before the Nats. Because at least they brought championships to us at some point.
Yeah.
I rooted for the Caps.
Most championships in MLS. I want that known.
Yeah.
But they're dog shit. They were literally last. I know you guys don't give a fuck about soccer, but when your football team sucks, your hockey team sucks. We didn't have a baseball team when they were winning, and the Bullets are changing their names to the Wizards. We had DC United fucking winning MLS championships, okay? You don't know what life's like, you fucking Patriot fucks, okay? You don't fucking get it.
No, the Revolution lost to DC United in one of the championship games, right?
Yes.
Yep.
The friggin' Reds.
The New England Revolution are a major rival of DC United.
Yeah, but they're also they're the Bills of the MLS. They've lost like 5 MLS cups.
Yeah. To DC United.
It's not a bad take
They
around
lost
the
to
Reds
LA
game.
too.
Did they lose the Galaxy? Yeah.
It's not a bad take. The Revolution games are fun. I mean,
dude,
I remember
MLS games are fun to go to. I don't care what anybody says. They're fun.
I remember years ago, me and my buddy were at the Patriots place. Like I said, this was years and years and years ago, before it was even how it is now. But we went there to go through the Hall of Fame and all that shit. And there was a Revs game that day. And I think it was even a Revs playoff game, and it was fucking dead.
Yeah. But like people, it was. I mean, the tailgating scene. I mean, it's not bad to tailgate for a couple hours before the game.
Do you guys have a lot of Hispanics up there?
Yeah,
So,
in certain towns, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's kind of like if you watch a DC United game, like the reason we're always kind of sold out. There's a lot of Hispanic people in DC.
Yeah, no, there's some of the towns around Boston and stuff. They're high Hispanic towns.
South Coast too, right?
This would be a great spot for sneaks to be on. Because I used to work construction in the summers with my uncle, and we used to go to Home Depot when we need general laborers, and they'd just be standing outside, and all you'd have to do is hold out like 3 fingers, and that would mean we need 3, and they'd like fight each other to get in the truck.
Well, the joke was a couple of World Cups ago when Brazil got the shit kicked out of them. They lost like, what was it, like 6-0 or something like that.
Yeah.
They got trounced. Someone made, I think it was that Boston Radio Watch guy. He made the joke that Revere Beach is going to be burning because there's a high Brazilian population in that area. And I've been in their houses installing cable, and and a lot of times I'd be installing their cable, and they would have in the package they would get the the internationals, which would have all the soccer games for them.
Yeah, Pat.
That was like extra expensive for them, right?
Yeah, they'd have to pay like another $20 a month to get those channels, just so they could watch their soccer.
Pat, it was on Revere Beach, and Brazil lost, right? Brazil, they got smoked that year.
Yeah, they got smoked like 5-6-0.
Yeah, it was like Revere Beach and like South Framingham. Because somebody I work with was like, yeah, man, he's like, I hope Brazil, because he got pissed one time because Brazil won the cup, and then Framingham Center was just like a fucking riot. Like, it was like rioting. They were
I meant to ask this hockey related question, Pat. I'll probably bring this up the next time I'm on. I can be on the bucket. Over under your guess on Ovi goals this season.
What did he get last year?
50 exactly.
He got 50 last year?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's a lot.
You want me to set the over-under number, or you want me to?
I want your actual take on it. Like what you think he'll get.
I think he'll get at least 30.
Yeah. It's a safe bet.
I mean, that's not just a safe bet. That's
that's
really safe.
Yeah, that's like 1 to 9 odds. Yeah, I mean, I get that. It's not really going on.
Yeah, Ovi was 36 last year. He had 90 points.
Yeah.
50 goals, 40 assists. He's 36 years old.
I mean, I think you said over under at 40. Then do you think it's going to be over under?
I think over 40. Yeah.
Oh, the line is 44 and a half.
Oh, is it 44 and a half?
All right, I'll go under. I'll take the under on that. And and that's not saying he'll go very under. I mean, he can score 40.
I'll probably go under on that too, but it'll be like 42. Like, I'm not going to bet that line. You know what I mean?
That is a tough one to bet,
because you guys. I mean, I don't know how many Caps games you watch. When we if we're in the lead by one, and they pull their goalie, Ovi's going out there. We're trying to give them goals to pass Gretzky.
Yeah. No, I do know that. Yeah.
So,
so I'm watching this wrestler at WWE, and they got Gritty on there, and he's getting the shit kicked out of him by one of the wrestlers.
I mean, I don't know if you guys feel the same. I really want Ovechkin to beat Gretzky's record. Obviously, I'm biased, but I think
that'd be cool to see. But also, I mean, you would think that was unbreakable, but it's crazy that, especially in this day and age, too.
He's been around for so long, though.
894. 894. He's 114 goals away.
And it's like even though he didn't have he didn't score 90 goals or whatever, he's been consistent though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he missed a season with lockout.
Right.
And he had a COVID season.
I mean, if he plays for 4 years, I was just like 20. What was it? Almost 25. I mean, he's got it. Or he's close to it. Right?
Somebody did a thing. He had to get 30, 30, 30, 30, and or he had to get at least 30 goals every single year the rest of his contract that he has now, and he'd break.
And how many years is that?
4.
I think he is done in 2020, so 27, 28, I think.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
I mean,
yeah.
Let me check Cap Friendly because I don't remember it off the top of my head. Now I actually want to know.
That's a great idea. My fucking idiot neighbor is 2 doors down, blaring.
So so he's a UFA in 26-27.
No, Sneaks is active in the bucket chat.
Yeah, so so Ovi is till 25-26. He's UFA in 26-27. So 30, 30, 30, 30. What is that? 60, 90.
90, and he'd still
120.
probably need.
He's still no, he beat it because he's 114 short. So if he gets
Yeah.
30, 30, 30, 30, he beats it. But by the time his contract's up.
Man, do you think ESPN would cut away if he was about to break the record to every power play? You know?
No. Well, maybe actually, maybe.
No, I was just.
He might. They might actually, because I mean, beating a Gretzky record is bigger than beating Roger Maris's, isn't it?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, I'm probably biased with that.
I mean, I don't really count the Barry Bonds. I know he hit 73, but I mean, he was all roided up. I mean, let's be real. You know.
I mean, I don't care about the steroids, guys. I just I know it was already beat, but like nobody thought a Gretzky record as far as goals, assists would ever be beat. The assists or the points won't ever be beat. I
Right.
wholeheartedly believe that to the day I die. I think everybody thinks that.
There's a lot of other little records here and there too that we don't even like think of that
could get beat, but
that'll never get beat.
Yeah.
But like the goals, the assists, the points, those were things that people thought they never would even get close to beating. So even if Ovi doesn't ever beat it, if he gets close in this day and age, I think that's going to be and people already call him the best goal scorer. I think I think even Pat would agree with that. He's not the best hockey player. He's not the best hockey player that's ever existed. I know that.
Oh no, yeah, because he can't play defense. But
he can't play defense. He can't back check. His skating's.
Dude, I remember
great.
what I've been to.
Have you seen him skate recently? Do you know how many times I just yell at him? It's embarrassing to look at. Sneak skate better than he does.
I've been to a bunch of Bruin Caps games in person, and I've seen him score in his spot on a power play, and it's. I feel privileged to be able to have seen that in person, but I've also seen him not back check not even make an effort.
Yeah,
and then the Bruins scored a goal.
He'll whiff on his one timer and then fucking line change.
Right,
you're like Jesus Christ. I'd rather him do that than even try to back check. Just get off the ice, let the guy pop on before you know.
I had tickets to that game too. Of I think it was 2012 against the Caps, and I remember he won. I was in the lower bowl one of the few times I've ever had the privilege, but I remember he took a freaking slap shot, and I mean that thing was just a howitzer. I mean, it looked like it was fucking shot out of a damn cannon. I mean,
yeah, he doesn't.
And the crack that it freaking made. I mean, for God's sakes. You know?
He's picking spots with the slapper, dude. That's not like easy.
No,
it's not easy picking spots with a slap. So
how many of those do you think he takes in practice? Well, not now anymore, but I mean, in his prime or coming up, when he was younger, like how many times do you think he did that in practice? Hundreds.
I mean, I've seen. I mean, if I base it off every time I've seen like something on Twitter or an Instagram, like every practice, I think he takes at least 50.
Because Marchand always he practices that goal line stance that he does over there.
Yeah.
When he's on the power play, he does that probably like about 50 times a practice.
I think it's the same thing as like taking free throws or threes. If you just sit there, you take 50 to 100 of them per practice, like towards the end. Because literally, it's like you can watch a Caps practice. It's just Ovi and Backstrom or Ovi and Kuzi or Ovi and Carlson, and they're just passing him to him like at the end of practice, like after the little baby scrimmage. And it's crazy. He's like 88% at the net. You know what I mean? Like out of all of those. Like so
crazy.
I don't know, man. I think the first Caps Bruins game we should like live stream it. But we gotta
we'll figure something out. If it falls on a good date, yeah.
We need to figure out a way to have it so we can all be at the same point, though, because I think we tried to do that last season.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of it, is to try to be all on the same, so no one's not ahead of the other or whatever. But I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't mind being behind because it'll be a lot funnier to watch you guys like die in front of me if we score, and then I'll find out later, and then just yell in your face as you guys are already dying. So that'll be great. So I don't care necessarily. It'll be more for you guys because you're not going to want to hear. I'm the only Caps fan on that show. So that'll be fun.
It would. We'll figure it out.
All right, boys. Well, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm all set.
All right.
Thanks
Robbie.
for coming on, boys.
Robbie,
Hey,
good
yeah.
to see you. Pat, always good to see you.
Yeah.
It's our show, Pat. Don't forget.
Hit the Rice Bucket is our show. Sneaks has been a great addition to it. He's an invaluable member of the crew now.
Let me add something when you're done with this.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Sneaks, this is for you, buddy. I don't know if you think I hate you or not, or if we're going back and forth. That's fine. Take it deep.
I watch Stock Talk Live at 8:00.
Yeah, and watch Stock Talk. Take it deep on Stock Talk Live.
Watch the collapse of the American economy, and
I understand.
All right, boys. See ya.
All right.
Take it easy, guys. Take it easy.